Yeah, that's right. Rob and Akiva need a podcast number 288. Rob and Akiva rate my fridge. And here we are back again for a second video episode in a row where we have a lot to show you here with the guy who knows all about cats and how they make the biscuits. It's Uncle Kiwi, Akiva Wienerkur.
Wow. I think this is like the most criticism we've ever got for anything on the show.
We tried to roast the pets and it was like a boomerang. And we just got roasted of like, do you even know what a cat is, idiots?
I'll be honest. I've never, I feel like I'm someone who knows like an above average amount of stuff. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But I think
this was just something. Everybody's like, because we thought making biscuits was cat goes number 2. Oh my God. Boy, did we upset the cat community of the English-speaking world, because we got ripped to smithereens like Jeter the dog's bed. We just got torn piece from piece because it, idiots, why don't you Google it if you don't know what something means?
I mean, should we Google everything? Should we just do an episode where like anything that comes up that's like we're not 1,000% familiar with, we should just immediately stop and
Not
Google?
the worst pitch I've ever heard.
Rob and Akiva, Google everything.
I'm not a cat guy. You're not a cat guy. Mike is, famously like a dog.
Yeah. Yeah,
I never... 3 non-cat guys together.
Should we have had more cat representation, people are saying, though?
I guess so. I mean, we didn't even think about that in terms of like when we came to roasting, there's probably a bunch of things we don't know about cats.
Yeah.
The only thing we know about cats is the movie we watched.
That's right. And I never saw her make biscuits once the whole movie.
They never, at no point are they like, make the biscuits.
Yeah. Maybe people are doing, maybe this is like a Mandela thing, or people are playing a prank on us, because I didn't even know this was a thing. I never even heard of it.
I asked my wife. She didn't know, but she's not a cat person
This is
either.
kneading, like it's dough is the official name for it.
Okay. All right. Well, we be needing to get to our podcast today where we're going to be rating the fridges of our listeners. I've been looking forward to this one. We're going to get up close and personal. No better way to know the contents of someone's heart than by looking through the contents of their fridge. That's what they always say.
Yeah, that's true. And this week, my heart is probably pretty empty because it is Passover. It is the worst fridge week of the year.
Oh, why is that?
The Jews. Well, we don't eat the same types of food this week. We eat like all different types of foods. We have matzah instead of challah, and which is not refrigerated. And so it's just much emptier than normal. Like a lot of the, there's no cakes or cookies or bread, pasta. All these things are forbidden for this week. So you gotta take what it's a lot of fruits or protein or.
Well, I feel like that's a lot of fridge stuff,
week,
though.
Honestly.
I feel like the things but even like your sauces are not necessarily fridge the stuff.
But a lot of things that like sauces, they're just. I hear what you're saying, but there's just like a lot of random things. Leftovers, there's no leftovers in the fridge; those are all gone. So it's just like a much emptier, sadder fridge. You also, because you can't, you're not going to throw every single thing out. We like cordon off. So there's like a section in our fridge that's basically like almost taped over. Like don't you can access for a week, and then tomorrow night when it passes over, we'll take off the like aluminum foil or whatever is stopped, whatever is blocked.
The unveiling. Too bad we couldn't have gotten as a guest on this podcast. William the Refrigerator Perry would have been a great guest. Did we even try?
Well, I think he's dead, right?
Is he?
I thought he was dead. Hold on. No, he got an on Wikipedia. Honestly, I don't know if we should blame me.
I know, again, unlike making biscuits, I did Google and saw he's 62 years old. So if he was, on the alternate side, fun fact, I would not have brought up William Perry as a guest.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what his nicknames were besides the refrigerator?
Biscuit maker?
Biscuit.
No way.
Yeah. Now, do you think it's because he's kneading? Is that his like offensive line move of like
he needed a touchdown in the Super Bowl. They famously gave him the ball instead of Walter Payton.
Yeah, maybe he's on Cameo. Like, hey, Rob and Akiva.
I know he was not doing well physically for a very long time. He had ballooned up to a unsafe weight, and maybe he was working his way back. But he does seem like the type of person who, if he's able to, would be on Cameo.
Yeah,
I don't see him though.
Looks like no refrigerator Perry, but maybe looking for another Steve Perry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do a Perry bracket once, but I don't think there's that many famous Perrys. Matthew Perry, rest in peace.
Well, I have some bad news for you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all right, maybe not. But Refrigerator Perry, if anybody knows him, I mean, send him our best.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the fridge.
Okay. All right. So Akiva, how are the festivities going to work today?
Okay. So honestly, similar to
last week. Are we rating any freezers or only fridges?
It's a good question. We will see a few freezers, but it's mostly fridges. Well, like a lot of, fridges and freezers, a lot of times now they're side by side. They used to be more, I think, one on top of the other.
What do you have?
I have like a dual fridge and freezer, and then my wife bought us a standalone freezer. So there's a big freezer. It's actually pretty ugly.
But what do you have? Fridge on top or side by side?
It's fridge and then smaller freezer on top, and then a full standing freezer next to it. That's like the size of the fridge, basically.
Okay, so that you got the old school freezer,
and then a random
on top.
second freezer. Okay. And my wife did say she wants a second fridge and like move that to like a separate room.
I recently got a second fridge last year, and it changed everything, changed my life. But I will say that I am a big, I like fridge on top, freezer on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I see a couple of these in the comments here.
Yes, and I don't like side by side. Too narrow. You get stuck you can't fit anything in there.
Well, some
had the side by side, and I don't like it.
But some of the nice ones now are side by side.
Well, I believe they call that French doors.
Okay, my mom has a nice fridge. It's like there's a lot of room for the fridge, and then the freezer's on the left, but also there's a lot of room.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have people sent in photos of their fridge.
Many listeners sent in photos. However, if you look at the photos, and we could go through the photos, why don't you go to the thread and click a random photo, and we could talk about it for a second.
When you say go to the thread, where am I going?
In the RAANAP Facebook group, I started a thread about the. Here, I'll link the thread here.
Well, I can go to. I mean, if you just tell me to go to, it's in the Facebook group.
In the Facebook group, there's a thread where a bunch of listeners sent in the photos. I asked for videos if possible, but it seems like it's mostly photos of listeners' fridges. A few are from work fridges.
Now, it wasn't nearly as big of a response to Roast My Pet, the Rate My Fridge, right?
Well, maybe few of our listeners have fridges than pets, but no, it wasn't nearly as big, but we do have dozens of fridges in here, enough to go through. However, you'll see that it's a little harder to really, just from one picture of a fridge, it's not zoomed in well sometimes. Sometimes the photos are better than others. It's a little hard to tell what is, what exactly is going on with these fridges.
Okay. All right. Well, should I go in order, or is there anybody you want to bounce around?
You could go look at any of them, but I will say we are going to be joined live, and that's why it's a video episode here also, by some listeners who will show us their fridges live, and we can roast them. We could discuss,
Yeah,
let's also try and find who has the nicest fridge.
Stay on with us and rate another fridge. Now, what's the fridge rating? Is it a temperature?
And what would be best then? Would it be like like lower is better
cold?
Because you want it cold? Yeah.
Should we have a letter grade?
Well, we could do letter grades like it's a school project.
Should we give it like boxes of baking soda?
All right, fine. Out of 10 boxes of baking soda. Perfect.
10 boxes of baking soda. That's so much baking soda.
That's too much baking soda. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You couldn't refrigerate all 10 if you wanted.
Maybe out of 5 boxes of baking soda.
5 boxes of baking soda. Okay.
All right.
Why don't you click on a
All right. First up, let's just get things started, and then we have a guest who's already ready to go. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Not the guest is not ready to go. Is what that the hand signal I'm picking up. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go. Let's look at fridge number 1.
Okay.
Nolan Lance had a great chat with Nolan Lance in Boston last week, and here is Nolan's fridge And let's check out what's going on here. Okay. This looks like this is a, if I was going to look at the fridge, hard to tell if the freezer is on the top or the bottom. We are just only in the fridge.
We're zoomed in. Is it a bit?
Yeah.
Is Nolan doing a bit here?
Why?
Because it's almost all liquid.
Okay. Well, okay. So not all liquid. It looks like, okay. So I'll give you I'll go left to right. Okay. Because there's a lot of people I know. The RAANAP audience, we could make video. They're listening as a podcast. I could tell you. All right. Nolan has bacon and eggs. Okay.
Okay. Not kosher.
He's got butter. Something on top of the butter. Unclear what that is. He's got some kind of like deli container. Could be potato salad.
That could be potato salad.
Yeah.
Coleslaw? Could it be coleslaw?
Could be coleslaw.
Yeah.
Some sort of thing. And then he has a box of Uncrustables.
Yeah. Now, does that need to be refrigerated?
Unclear. I've never had an Uncrustable.
Me neither.
But he must love Uncrustables.
Well, if he likes something, he has a lot of it, as you can see in this fridge.
Maybe could be a Costco shopper.
Yeah.
Sam's Club,
Might
perhaps.
be Sam's Club.
Then he has another like bulk package of, is this like Lipton iced tea?
It looks like Lipton iced tea. Yeah.
He has a deli drawer. I don't know what's in it.
Doesn't look like that much.
Looks like he's a gallon of milk a day guy, maybe.
Okay.
Or at least has the gallon of milk. What is that?
Yeah.
Is that skim milk, do you think? It looks like
it's hard to tell.
It's giving skim.
I feel like the red is like usually a higher percentage.
Whole
right?
milk.
And blue is like more skim.
Skim. Then he's got a pitcher of something. What do you think's in the pitcher?
Well, I think if you look lower down, there's a Cayman Jack margarita thing. So maybe some sort of alcoholic mix.
Well,
maybe a margarita mix?
I don't think that the box of Cayman Jack margarita, I kind of feel like that's those are like bottles of margarita. I don't think that's
are those bottles?
A mix in a box.
Got it.
It's my mix in a box. I'm guessing maybe, did he make like a lemonade? Did he make an iced tea?
Yeah, it could be. Oh, maybe that's, well, why would he need to make iced tea if he's got the Lipton sort of
I don't know.
Maybe,
maybe I was also thinking that maybe it could be water in the fridge. Maybe because that down below we do have the refined great. Oh, maybe it's that he's a Walmart shopper.
Oh, great value. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
but maybe
he has an interesting strategy, Rob.
Yes. I was just going to say that maybe he doesn't want to drink the bottled water all the time. Maybe there's water in the pitcher.
So he's spending like half the room of his fridge on water, which is, it's an interesting strategy. If you bought, let's say you loved Snapple, okay?
And
you're like, I'm going to get
made from the best stuff on earth.
That's right. You're a beloved Snapple lady. And let's say you had a 24 pack, you got it from Costco of diet peach iced tea Snapple.
Yeah.
Most people, I feel like, would put in a few at a time and leave the rest in some sort of pantry.
Yeah.
Nolan's philosophy seems whatever I have goes in the fridge.
Yeah, he's not really making the best. He's like the fridge is not just for cooling, but also for storage.
Yeah, it's a storage fridge basically, and there's not a lot of room for food.
Maybe he doesn't have a lot of pantry space.
It's possible, and there's also, I mean, he does like a lot of different types of beverages because we see iced tea, milk, water, whatever's in the mystery orange container, Cayman Jack margarita, and then on the bottom left, Rob.
Yeah, V8.
V8. Have you
original
ever drank
V8? Like They used to do a lot of advertising for original V8. Like people would be like crooked, and it's like, hey, have you had a V8?
It'll cure you. But yeah, we used to make fun of V8 a lot as kids. I never tried it. Have you ever tried it?
V8 regular is not that good. I feel like that then they went into like the other juices, and V8 Splash was one of them. They also did have like V8 Energy, but this is like classic V8.
Yeah, I honestly didn't remember it was still a thing. I haven't heard, like you said, it used to see V8 everywhere. You go to a store, it'd be V8 in the fridge. I don't know if they don't need to publicize. They're like one of these companies, like everyone just knows about us already. We don't need to do any.
Yeah, they say it's 2 servings of vegetables is a V8. Yeah.
Jeez.
You want to know?
I'd rather eat my vegetables.
Yeah, it's vegetable juice that they've got water and concentrated juice of tomatoes, carrots, celery, beets, parsley, lettuce, watercress, and spinach. What's a watercress?
Oh, I've had watercress. See, sometimes it's in
Why
salad.
don't you Google it? Everybody knows what watercress is, moron.
It's like I've had it in salad sometimes. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's a leafy green vegetable, part of the mustard family.
Mustard. Ew. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when mustard, he's like, you know the DJ, he yells mustard. That guy.
I do not know that at all.
It's it's from like the whole Kendrick Lamar thing. Anyway, maybe he was yelling about watercress. Really.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what are we giving Nolan's fridge as a? I think he got it started. That's not easy to do, but he has a disturbing lack of food, I would say.
Yeah, lack of food and too many drinks. He is just very hydrated at all times.
Yeah. But can't give it a V8. I'll give it 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I think that's
not
fair. I don't
gross.
think you go higher.
It's not it's not a horror story.
He has a strategy. Like it's not like there are some fridges in this list that it's like, there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah.
You got to maybe do some inventory, spring cleaning. Here, he's got a strategy. Like he wants all of his drinks, every single one of them in the fridge. And then, I don't know, maybe he has a cat or something that gets into drink. Yeah, that like tries to bite into his stuff and he's got to hide it in the fridge or something. So
a cat that tries to bite into his stuff. Oh, sorry. I meant
I don't know anything about cats.
Akiva off. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, three baking sodas for Nolan.
All right, let's really take it to the next level because we've got a live caller here on the line, and I'm so excited for people have been asking for some time for this person to make their RAANAP debut, and here they are, the great Mel Hooker. Mel, how are you?
What's up? Good morning,
I'm gonna put you big on the screen so we can see what you have going on.
Hi, Mel. Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
Can you see me when I do this?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I put it the other way so that when you tour my fridge, you can roast me easier.
Okay. Mel, now you were one of the people that were saying, Rob and Akiva, how do you not even know what making biscuits are?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a funny, like, we always there's literally things online of like cats wearing baker's hats, making biscuits. They do it. One of my cats is obsessed with doing it on a specific blanket. Because they like the way that it feels like. So it's actually from when they're babies and they need the mother's like titties to get the milk out.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, so like term, yeah, that's how they get the milk out. So if they're weaned too early, like my cats, then they'll need.
You keep saying cats, Mel. How many are there?
What?
How many cats are there? No. How many cats are there in your home?
Oh, 2. I was like,
okay,
yeah,
2. That's fair.
Mel has a lot of animals, though, Akiva.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I have rats too. Do you like rats, Akiva?
I actually don't. I would like to not see a rat. It's a rat.
Okay,
I'll stop. Too bad. Okay, all right.
RAANAP is a rat-free program.
All right, Mel, why are you running?
Why are you running?
I don't know. I was gonna go get the rat.
Flex how big your house is. I just gotta run everywhere.
Running everywhere. Yeah,
I'm
Mel
excited. I'm never up this early.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, Mel.
Ready?
So great to hear from you. I thought that maybe you might be making biscuits in the morning.
Oh no. My normal job doesn't usually end till like 2. Like I don't get home till 2 in the morning, so I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is just for y'all.
Yes, and Mel is a big personality. We hear from Mel all the time on the patron call-in shows, and we were just in Boston. We saw Mel in person, and what a delight.
Oh, thank you. That's kind.
She led the caravan of patrons to Luigi's Pizza like Moses, Akiva.
Wow.
I did.
She didn't lose anybody.
Yeah. We didn't lose anyone important. That's all that matters.
Okay. And I'm happy to hear your voice came back, Mel.
Oh, it's 100% back, baby. We are ready to rock.
We're so back. Okay. Mel, what are you going to show us today?
Well, I have 2 fridges. All right.
Okay.
So
so Mel has the side.
We got the side by side.
The side by side. Oh, and then has a little mini fridge next to it.
Yeah. So this fridge actually, all it has in it is film.
Oh, wow. That's so, and it's a cool little purple fridge.
It's blue.
Fridge. Oh, sorry. Okay.
I got my Bryce Isaiah Zaddy calendar thing on here.
And the Zaddy calendar magnet.
Yes. and my Luigi's Pizza thing. But anyways, that doesn't matter. I also wanted to show you guys this tiny egg that my chicken laid. Isn't it funny?
Yeah,
Oh, that is
Mel
funny
has
egg.
chickens, Akiva. So she's not. She beat the. I was gonna say the rat race, but Mel loves the rat race. But that she beat everybody else. That suckers like me are paying $4 a dozen for kids to waste on eggs this weekend to color them. That Mel. That she is, she's bought the chickens and she's got the eggs for free.
They're outside
on Easter.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, and fun fact, if you have chickens, you don't have to put their eggs in the fridge. Because they have a natural coating so that they're not you don't have to put them in the fridge. Anyways, this is the fridge. This fridge came with our house when we bought it.
Okay.
So,
all right, so side by side. Can you get the laptop in there? It's hard to see what's going on.
Oh, I can get in.
Okay. Oh my God.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, Mel, talk us through what you have.
All right. So we got a cucumber. We have way too many types of mustard. That's my husband's insulin, type 1 diabetes, raise up. Awareness for type 1s. I have some kombucha in here.
Are you a big kombucha gal?
I like it. It's because it's like a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
It's like not alcohol and it's not.
Have you ever had it? Do they do a kosher
I've never
kombucha?
had it. I bet they do, but I've never been like, no one's ever offered me kombucha.
It might be something I might like, but I've never had it.
Robin and Akiva, try kombucha one episode. Should we try like 3 foods we've never tried before and rate them?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, Mel, you like it?
Oh, I love it. I think it's good. It's also an acquired taste. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Well, keep going, Mel.
To acquire things.
So we got this is the crappy Parmesan. I'm sorry. Usually I have good Parmesan. This is embarrassing as an Italian.
No, it can't. We can't even tell.
Okay. And then we have this is for tonight.
What's that?
It's venison. So my husband hunts. So we actually have this is a bunch of venison down here too in the freezer.
Yeah.
We got like round steaks. This is all from the deer that he caught last. Hello, cat. Do you want to play? You can't go in there. My cat will go in the fridge. Yeah. So we have we have tons of venison. And then for some reason there's an open beer from Tuesday night.
Probably toss.
How long does an open beer stay in the fridge?
I would say 3 days. I was gonna drink it. I was gonna drink it around maybe when I called in for the patron Q&A tonight.
You think you could have some now at 8 a.m. or it won't go well?
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's not very carbonated anymore, but it tastes delicious.
Oh wow!
Does it get better?
Maybe that's hey.
They say like tomato sauce is better like the next day.
Yeah, like these 2 tomato sauces. Like, why are there 2 of them open? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
that's my go-to tomato sauce. 100%.
What is that? Is that some tortellini?
Yes, I love tortellini. Sale. I like the tri-colored kind. And then I don't know why there's chicken stock back there. I haven't made soup in like months.
Okay, but you can use that in things.
I guess.
We have grapes.
Yes, we love fruit in this household.
Yeah. My
grapes
wife swears by red grapes.
We switch.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had the cotton candy grapes?
I've seen them at Sam's Club.
They're good. Try them. Your kids, if you want to get your kids to eat grapes, get the cotton candy grapes.
Okay.
We got our cheese. Well, I like to keep my cheese handy so that I can eat it straight out of the bag.
Yeah, girl dinner.
Yeah, girl dinner.
And then you got the whole milk.
Yes, this is 100% whole milk.
Okay.
But we only really use it for, well, I don't even drink milk. I'm neutral milk, like Neutral Milk Hotel. I'm a milk neutral. I use it mostly for cooking. Okay. Like Alfredo and shit. It's just and stuff. It's just better with whole milk. We got some more beer down here, non-opened.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite. Kind of beer.
What's your beer of choice, Mel?
Me, I like sour beer.
Sour beer. That's
so
kombucha.
It's kind of like kombucha, right? So when we went to that brewery for the patron thing, they had over 8 different kinds of sours, and me and a couple patrons got a flight, and we all tasted all the different ones.
I'm such a basic B word with the beer, and I feel like that people always are, shaming me. I'm
Let's
like,
see what
I
this
just want like
is.
a light beer. Like, okay, idiot.
Just
I
and like
don't
a
know.
popular one, you're saying like a Coors or a Bud Light or something.
Yeah, Miller Lite I get a lot. I mean, my
Okay.
favorite is Amstel, but a lot of places
She's
don't
got
have that.
Broken Bean Moon Hill. That's like
Yeah, it's a caramel swirl cold
Whoa,
brew. I don't know. My husband likes it.
a cold
Um,
brew beer.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like coffee but alcohol.
Okay.
Like my two favorite things.
Yeah, and then you have some lemonade back there.
Yeah, so we're big fans of lemonade water.
Lemonade water.
Yeah, so we have like I got lemonade here. Oh, and we're big at we just discovered this cranberry pomegranate juice. Big
Okay.
fan.
Yeah.
But I like water, but I don't like it plain, so I add a dash of lemonade.
Oh, okay, like a fancy
oh,
hotel.
that's cool.
Yeah, literally. It just makes it a little more palatable. I'm making enchiladas tonight, so that's what this is for. I don't know why.
Enchiladas and venison. So we're having venison enchiladas, or is that two separate
Yeah,
things?
venison enchiladas. I have
Wow.
red sauce up here, and then my red enchilada sauce, but I also got green just in case. And I make my own pico de gallo because I've worked at several Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
And like I have my cabbage here. That cabbage, fun fact, lasts for like so long in the fridge. You really can't go wrong with cabbage. Red cabbage.
Red cabbage. All right.
And then, pretty sparse down here. We got cauliflower. This is, I don't know what. Oh my God. My husband has an obsession with buying scallions. I don't know why.
I like a good scallion.
Yeah, but I never use them. So like these have probably been in here for like a month.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Mel, you ever get any V8?
No, but my dad loves to use it to make Bloody Marys.
Oh, okay. Maybe is that what Nolan's doing, you think?
It's possible.
I think so. I mean, I don't know why else you wouldn't just eat your vegetables.
Yeah.
Etc. But hey,
Okay.
V8, V12, V whatever, get them how you can, right?
Okay. All right. Mel, anything else you want to show us?
No, but I just think it's weird that Tommy Guam keeps his hot sauce in the fridge because mine's all up here.
Oh, you have a hot sauce collection.
Ah,
Wait,
yeah.
some Old Bay hot sauce.
You do,
oh
you
yeah,
do
Old
a
Bay.
whole episode of Hot Ones here, Mel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we like this one's the hot cock is pretty good.
What? Okay. They've all got crazy names, the hot sauce. Akiva.
Mhm.
Did you
Yeah,
know
the purple
that?
hippo.
Yeah, like liquid murder, stuff like that.
Yeah, these were specialty. They were like $7 a hot sauce, but then I was like, oh well, they're lasting forever. So and anything else? Oh, I love bagel bites. I just want to shout out to bagel bites.
Shout out bagel bites.
Because
My kids
pizza
love
in the
them.
morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time, and we just got tons of venison everywhere. And
You ever do venison bagel bites?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I should put them on.
Mel, do you enjoy the flavor of venison, or do you just make it because your husband hunts it?
Yeah, like if you killed rabbits, would you have a rabbit for dinner?
Okay, so it's a win-win.
I love it. It's so good. The thing is that there's not, when you're making like a ground beef dish, you don't have to drain the fat because there is none.
Okay.
Yeah, so and it's delicious. Like we do venison breakfast sausage. We've done a venison stew. We had a venison steak the other day that was part of the neck strap, and I kid you not, it was better than a filet mignon.
Wow.
The taste.
Rob, have you ever had venison?
I don't think so.
Well,
I mean,
not kosher, so I can't have it.
All right.
If you're ever in Boston again, I can make you some venison enchiladas. Put them in the freezer. You can bring them home on the plane. I don't know. That sounds weird, gross. Never mind.
Yeah. Nicole opens up the fridge. What are these? Oh, these are some venison enchiladas from Boston.
I mean, I can show you guys. This is kind of cool. It's not the.
Yeah.
Sometimes Mel takes us places, but then also.
So is Mel always on her laptop when she's speaking to you? She's like on the go.
She's always in like different rooms of her house. But I feel like I almost have like the whole like blueprint now.
That's funny.
Yeah, but sometimes she like loses the Wi-Fi. Yeah,
got it.
But it comes back. Yeah,
there's like one spot on my couch in my house that doesn't have Wi-Fi, but it's like the spot I would like naturally.
Oh wait, hold on, Mel. Okay, so Mel is we have two Mels now. Okay,
we got two Mels.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I gotta see if I can make this back to normal. Okay, here's Mel, and she is behind some deer antlers now.
This is the skull.
What is this? A skull? Oh, the skull of the deer.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought you were doing some kind of like Yellow Jackets thing.
Well, I tried. You
Yeah.
wouldn't let me.
Okay. All right, Mel, what are you showing us?
My fridge.
Okay.
And now I'm echoing, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Well, Mel, thank you so much.
Mel, this was electric. Really appreciate it.
Akiva, what's the rating for Mel's fridge?
I'll be honest. I'm giving this 4.5 baking sodas out of 5. This is a
That's
strong
pretty
fridge.
good.
It's pretty good. There's a lot going on. You have a nice mix of drinks and like different foods. I like that you've got, dinner prepped for tonight already. You know what you're having. The sauces, you know what belongs in the fridge and what doesn't. I think 4.5 is really solid.
There were a lot of stories there also.
Yes. Yeah. We learned a lot about you, Mel.
I mean, like I said, I could talk a dog off of me.
Yeah. So say that again because you cut out for it. You could talk.
I could talk a
Dog off a meat truck.
Off a meat truck.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe not a Jewish dog.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Me neither. But I don't know what meat is kosher and isn't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Not venison. A lot of others. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Mel,
Mel. This
thank
was awesome.
you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, talk to you later. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. All right. There you go. Great job there by
awesome job by Mel. Electric first debut.
Look, people have been saying for months, you got to get Mel Hooker on RAANAP. Here she is. All right. Akiva, I've got another
I wouldn't have guessed
guest.
Boston. I feel like she's talking about venison hunting and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have another guest here from a little bit further north than Boston. Of course, let's welcome in our great friend. Hit by a Car Claire is here.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
This is like an all-time episode already.
Well, I think we're about to find out the difference between. Yeah, this is crazy.
Between what? What are we going to find out the difference?
Sorry, I think it was on delay for a second there.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. I think we're about to find.
We're going to find out the difference between the United States of America and Canada. We're going to find out the difference. I think.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure on my shoulders.
We got Mel and we got hit by a car, Claire.
Some pressure. Claire, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to, open up the deepest depths of my fridge, I guess. But
but they say the fridge is the window into a person's soul.
Okay, so that concerns me because I did have a friend over a few months ago who commented that I have the fridge of an unmarried middle-aged man. So at the time, I sort of had an excuse that I had moved recently, so I was kind of like, okay, I'm still building the foundation here, but now a couple more months have passed, and so I need you guys to hold me accountable.
Well, I'm eager to see Claire because I know that Claire is very health conscious. Takes her physical fitness seriously.
Sure.
So I guess let's see how Claire puts it all together.
Okay, so one more preliminary note. In the days leading up to this podcast, I made a discovery about my fridge.
What is it?
My fridge is very smart. It's a smart fridge. And for that reason, it beeps after you leave it open for a certain amount of time. When I realized this, I was sort of looking into, okay, is there any way I could temporarily disable this for the podcast? I was on Reddit, and they're saying, okay, so what you're going to want to do is remove the top of your refrigerator. And
did you tell Reddit you were going on a podcast and analyzing your fridge on the podcast?
Fridge rated?
I didn't actually tell them. I was just looking up to see if anyone else had encountered this scenario. So it seemed like it was going to be a little too much overhead. So I think what we're going to do is treat this like those survivor challenges where you only have a certain amount of time to look at the puzzle and then you kind of have to run back and
then
forth.
We have to remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I felt bad because I feel like that maybe Mel's electric bill might have gotten high from keeping the fridge open for so long. Okay, but luckily it's still like it's not too hot out. All right. So
you have this in your house too? Are you always yelling at people to shut the fridge in your house? My wife is always yelling at the boys to shut the fridge.
Well, I don't need to yell because it'll beep if it's left open for 60 seconds. So
Akiva, you got a smart fridge?
I don't have a smart fridge. Maybe that's what we're
Yeah,
about to
I do
get
think
with our
that
new
some of
fridge.
these things that it's kind of useless. Like when we first bought our house, I'm like, I don't need a smart fridge. I don't need a smart washing machine. What do I need to talk to the washing machine?
No, I'd rather have a dumb washing machine.
Yeah. I do have a smart fridge now. And I will say it is sometimes I get like a notification on my phone, like, hey, their fridge door is open.
Yeah, I mean, it
It's
can
like,
be
you know what?
handy.
You're
You
right.
don't want your ice cream frosting up or turning into a puddle or whatever.
Yeah, but otherwise the fridges could be dumb. That's usually that if you know if you could save a couple $100 and not get a smart fridge.
Yeah, and
that's
also
a
the
good way
idea of
to
someone
go.
hacking your fridge is pretty scary, you know?
What are they gonna do?
You won't be able to open it.
Like the Chinese government could hack in to completely take over my fridge. Guess what? What are they gonna do? Lock me out?
That could be a diet hack, actually. Just lock your fridge.
I think people.
Yeah, your personal trainer can. I just hacked your fridge. You can't get in. I've set the freezer temperature way too high. All the food is spoiled. Okay. All right. So Claire, first off, just show us that. So what do you? This is a.
Okay. What are we working with here? This
Yeah,
is
what are we working with here? LG, pretty good.
Yeah.
Life's good, they say.
That's pretty much the situation here.
Okay.
I remember when I came to visit to view the apartment, I was expecting this freezer to be a pullout, and I was shocked that it's.
Oh, that's wild! I've never seen that before.
Here. My mind was blown, but anyway, that's what we have going on.
Claire, are you left-handed?
No, I'm not. Why do you ask?
Because I feel like that the refrigerator typically opens the other way.
Well, you might be surprised to hear this, but I did not custom buy a fridge to match up with my handedness. So this is just whatever was here when I bought the place. That's
Akiva, am I off on that?
I have to now like think back to like every fridge. All right, work for now. You're like messing with my head. I feel like I've seen it both ways.
Right.
You might be right.
Yeah. It, but
I never thought about it either.
Sometimes you'll get the really fancy ones that's sort of like a 2-door situation.
Yeah, French door. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So Claire, let's
dive in.
Open up the vault.
Okay.
All right. Give us the tour.
So I think my friend's rationale for saying that it's like a middle-aged man is that it is sparse in some regards, and you will find a lot of alcohol, which I'm a little concerned about how that's going to have me come across. But
what's on the door? So let's start with the door situation. Yeah, is this like a lot of condiments, salad dressing?
You gotta have your condiments. There's a grilling sauce, which I don't actually grill with, but I put it on other things. Salad.
Do you
dressing.
cook? Hit by a car, Claire?
I cook, not as much as I'd like to, but I'd say a decent amount, you know.
You ever have venison?
I've never had venison. Seems pretty gamey. I don't know if that would be right for me.
I hear it's great on enchilada.
That's right.
Or bagel bite.
I have to add that to my list. There's these pickles that they're like $7 a jar, but they're so good.
Oh, kids, don't say the P word.
I wish you could see. Go inside my mouth right now.
I'm okay not doing that. There we go. There's our beep.
I like how she's got a whole system. She's got to reopen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Rice vinegar. I have some interesting craft beers here.
Yeah, you have any open beers?
Open beers?
Would you crack a beer now and drink a beer? We could have all four of our guests drink a beer this morning.
Not to peek behind the curtain here too much, but it is 8:30 a.m. Eastern time.
So yeah. Well, we're 1 for 1, Claire.
Somebody else cracked a beer?
No.
Well, no, it was not cracked.
Mel had an open beer that was from Tuesday.
Oh, from Tuesday. That sounds unappetizing at best. Some little yogurt drinks here, some cream. I'm really strongly of the opinion that coffee should be with cream, and the fattier the cream, the better. None
okay.
Of this,
so you go
5%.
full heavy cream in the coffee, not even half and half.
It's not heavy cream. Like, you can't make whipped cream with this. It's called table cream. It's
cream.
18%. I don't know. Maybe it's a Canadian
This
thing.
is like that box. Honestly, is the most Canadian looking thing in your fridge. So
Yeah,
most of the stuff could be in like an American.
Can
Walmart.
somebody do the conversion? People be mad. Why don't you just Google it? Like, what is table cream compared to half
Made
and half?
with Canadian milk. Half and half. I think half and half is 10%. We have that too, but I've upgraded. I've upped my fat percentage.
For people who are for people who are just listening, which is most people, as Rob said, she is literally closing her fridge for about 10 seconds.
I do this for you. You don't want to endure.
No, we appreciate it. I'm just letting you know what's happening.
Table cream, 18 to 30% milk fat. Half and half, 10.5 to 18%.
So it's like double.
Milk fat.
Wow.
And what's heavy versus heavy cream?
That's
Rob, she's pandering. She's got the baking soda.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I'll tell you this: my apartment came with this baking soda. It's been sitting here since the day I moved in.
Well, Mel's came with the whole fridge, so it's not as good of a deal.
Got eggs.
Got the eggs.
Now, do you have a chicken that laid them, or do you bought these at a store?
I have an eccentric aunt who has chickens that lay eggs, but these are just from the store.
Claire, how are the Canadian egg prices? We hear a lot about American egg prices.
I think we're pretty stable. I paid $5 for this dozen eggs here. I don't know if that's good or bad. I gotta
do the conversion.
You don't pay attention to it until until it's in the news all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know. Well, okay, if they're getting them cheaper, Akiva, maybe we could just get the eggs in from Canada and then pay the cheaper prices.
About that on News AF already, that they're smuggling eggs in the border and they're getting confiscated. It's a whole thing.
You're gonna be our egg mule, Claire.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. So
and what is that now? Cottage cheese? What is that?
Cottage
Yogurt?
cheese, Rob. Yeah. I'm totally with you on the cottage cheese train. I love it. I make oatmeal with it actually, like an overnight oatmeal.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Yeah.
I have not been using nearly as much cottage cheese as I once was, but no, I'm still a big believer. Now, what's that? Is that a Pepsi Zero on its side?
It's Diet Pepsi. So, it's on its side because it wouldn't fit if I put it straight up.
Do they call it Pepsi Zero Sugar now, though?
No, that's a different thing. That's like the Diet
Coke it's a Coke Zero with Pepsi.
And I feel very strongly that Diet Pepsi is the best of the diet, the no sugar cola drinks. So
you got the right one, baby. That's what they used to say.
It is so inferior to Coke Zero that the person who made it.
Fight on this.
Wait, but first of all, I do have a comment as someone who has a lot of Coke Zero in the fridge. Although this week we don't have any in the house for Passover, Rob. I am going a week of being Coke Zero free, and I'm shaking. It is really unpleasant. But tomorrow night, the first thing after Passover I'm going to do is crack open.
Is it a Passover thing, or are you giving it up as a sacrifice?
No, my wife didn't buy. There is I don't know if there's anything different. There's just a different bottle. It's actually all over the United States. The Coke bottles are different colors this week. There'll be a yellow bottle on a lot of the Cokes, and it's means kosher for Passover. We just don't have any, or my wife's, I don't know, but we don't have any this week. I'm not drinking the Coke Zero, but I do have a comment, Claire, as you open your fridge. It does seem flat. That Pepsi does seem kind of flat.
What makes you say that? Just
you got to close it 105% of the way.
I think maybe the horizontal is giving flat.
Yeah.
Well, you got to just drink it fast, I guess. I don't have the grip strength for say if I'm trying to open a jar that somebody else closed.
But you're pretty strong.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. It can be tricky, some of these jars.
Tell me about that cold brew coffee.
Oh, this is really good. I don't know about American Costco, but you can get it at Costco here in a 2-pack, and I quite like it. I like a cold coffee no matter the season. I mean, even here in the Great White North. It's very good. It's I find it better obviously you save a lot of money going with that rather than a Starbucks or whatever.
For a while I was making my own cold brew.
So I tried that too, it's a real process. You have to sort of, I guess the way I was doing it, you grind the beans and then you're marinating them, you're stewing them in a jar, and then you have to stir. It's this is not worth it. And apparently you can't just make hot coffee and then put it in the fridge because it's
not the same as cold brew.
It's not the same. So I don't know if you have a recipe, please
no, I did buy on Amazon it was $20 the thing to it's like a pitcher that you basically just once you make the coffee grounds, you waste way more coffee than when you make hot coffee, Akiva. You need 5 times more coffee to make cold brew.
I'm not a coffee person.
Yeah.
So then I have this impulse buy of these natural energy drinks with stevia that were going to expire, and the whole case was a couple bucks.
I love that.
You like the stevia drinks?
Well, no, I like when things are about to expire and I buy them and they're cheap.
They're kind of gross. They've been sitting here for a few months. I have maybe one every month or something like that. So Not making good progress on those. I love a deal, but it's not really a deal.
I love a deal.
If you didn't want the thing in the first place.
Yeah. What's it called? What's the name of it?
This is Zevia brand, actually.
Oh, Zevia brand. Oh,
but
okay.
It's an energy drink.
But I get the Zevia soda. You ever have that, Claire?
The regular one is very good. This one just has a bit of a weird taste to it. So
yeah.
Rob, do you think we could have got a sponsor like, hey, Zevia people, we'll make sure you're in all 4 fridges.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got some almond milk. I have something interesting here that I tried for the first time. It's a black soy beverage. I live near Chinatown, so I tried this just as kind of like, this is an alternative to the almond milk. It's kind of similar consistency. I'll do like a smoothie, or I don't know, have it with cereal or something. I had my
how was that? How'd you hear about this, Claire?
I didn't hear about it. I saw it in the cooler at my local Chinese grocery, and I just picked it up. So.
And how is it?
It's good. I'd recommend. It doesn't have any sort of funny taste. It's very subtle, so it's not going to give like a nutty or any kind of. Doesn't taste like tofu if anyone is concerned about the soy. So it's quite good. I mean, I'm still early days in this carton here, but I'd recommend it.
And what's the Earth's Own?
Oh, that's unsweetened almond milk. I guess it's showing.
That's what I get. Unsweetened vanilla.
Unsweetened vanilla. Yeah. The trick is though. Because I remember one time I was cooking with my mom and she mistakenly used the unsweetened vanilla as like in a soup or something. So you gotta steer clear of that. But I do like it. It's good, in your cereal, your protein shake, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
And
what's that?
Alcoholic seltzer here.
Oh.
12.
Okay. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, I think I gotta go with the peach lemonade. It's very refreshing.
Yeah, sometimes in these variety packs of things, sometimes there's like one good flavor and you get like 3 of them. It's like, boy.
Sometimes they know that. Like, for example, the Nutri-Grain, like I got a big pack at Costco and it was like, like 60% strawberry and then 40% the other flavors. Like they're well aware like what they're working with.
What used to have that a lot? The hot cereal. Do you ever have like the oatmeal, like the Quaker oatmeal?
The packets. Yeah.
They would have 2 regulars. Who wants a regular? Like I'd like the totally bland. Yeah. And then they'd have 2 bananas. Nobody liked the banana oatmeal.
Yeah, you want to get like a cinnamon nut, something.
Cinnamon spice. Yeah.
Can I tell you that I also, just as a follow-up, that when I was at South by Southwest, I met a listener who told me that he works at the Airheads factory.
Oh.
And he divulged to me what the actual flavor is of mystery flavor.
Wow. Okay. Can you tell us, or
I was sworn to secrecy.
Proprietary information?
Yes.
Wow.
He said I listened to the podcast and I could tell you, but I'm not allowed to reveal.
We got listeners everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Claire, you have anything in the freezer you want to show us?
Oh, the freezer, yeah. And then just to prove that I'm healthy, there's some veggies here, some cauliflower, some coleslaw mix, some broccoli, whatever. Just to cover my bases here.
Yeah.
Freezer, it's a little sparse. I'm kind of like, I'm big into the ice cream. I have way too many things here of ice cream.
Ooh, like what flavors?
This is a butterscotch sundae, and then we have cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Some frozen vegetables lurking back there. There's another thing of ice cream that I probably need to throw out. I think it's like an inferior kind that I got because they didn't have anything else, and now I'm not going to finish it. There's an ice cube tray, which also came with the apartment. I hate ice. I hate ice in drinks. So I think the only time
that's a hot cold take.
Well,
yeah, that's a take.
The only time I ever used the ice cube tray was when I was doing my walkthrough of the apartment, and to make sure that the freezer was working properly, I put a little water in the tray to see if it would freeze by the time we were done checking all the appliances, and it did. So I think that was my one and done with that. But yeah, I want to go to Europe because I heard that they'll give you they'll just put
flat water,
like lukewarm, water. I mean, that sounds like ice.
Hey, that's a great reason to go.
Yeah, that's my prime motivation. I have one slice of pizza that I put in a Ziploc bag because I don't know. I heard that it holds up pretty well even if you just do it that way, but I haven't eaten it yet. So we'll report back.
Keep us posted.
Yeah. Give you the update.
Claire, I didn't see any meat so far. Is that not part of your diet?
I did actually have a little Tupperware with some boring chicken in it. Like what I do eat meat. People have told me that I give like vegetarian energy, which is kind of funny. Like at my last job, they really thought I was vegetarian to the point that when we were choosing like where to go for a lunch or whatever, they'd say, "Oh, we made sure it has vegetarian options for you." And I'm actually not I don't eat a ton of meat, but I do most often for lunch do like a kind of raw-esque like a salad with some chicken breast, but since it's kind of the end of the work week, it's not something that I keep like on stock. Like I'd go buy someone, Sunday and cook it up for the week kind of thing.
Yeah, with the grilling sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Akiva, is it time to rate Claire's fridge?
Yeah, it's similar to the first one, to Nolan's. It's a little bit more drink centric than food. Like there's not a ton of protein.
This was Nolan's fridge, Claire.
Yeah, there's not a ton of meat. But it is solid. It's organized. It looks clean. I would eat it at Claire's house for sure. And also, like she said, she's relatively new in her house, so still needs time to get everything set up. I was gonna give it 3 out of 5, but because she does have the baking soda in the fridge, we'll bump it up to a 4 out of 5.
That's pandering that I didn't even know I was doing. So there you go.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good rating.
Oh,
I think that if you're gonna have Akiva and I over, you probably need to stock up and get some more food.
Yeah.
And switch the Pepsi to a Coke.
But yeah. Have to get that lined up.
How about that? Do you have an interesting pantry? And we don't have to look at it right now, but would that be a good spiritual successor to Rate My Fridge if we rate my pantry?
Rate My Pantry.
That's rife for, because the last time I appeared on this program was the listener scavenger hunt where we kind of had to run around and do different things and put on different outfits. At that point, I was at my parents' house, and one of the prompts was to go find the most expired thing that you could. And I thought, okay, parents' house, like this is going to be great. I think I choked in the moment. I didn't perform very well on that particular question.
You have cinnamon?
Cinnamon, yeah, but like after the podcast recorded, I was telling my mom that I had to, well, I was explaining why I had been ravaging her pantry, and yeah, we ended up finding something that was like from 2010 or something. So I think there's a lot to mine from the pantry exploration if you guys want to go down that road.
The Robin Akiva have a pantry raid?
Robin Akiva, sniff your pantries.
Sniff your pantries. All right. Well, Claire, always great to catch up. Okay.
Great job, Claire. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Be careful out there running if you're listening to the podcast still.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Claire. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. I think we're going to head back to America now. I'm not even sure. Let's see where we are.
Yeah.
Our next guest.
Okay. What? You have another?
Are they not there? Are they not here yet?
No. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody else is ready to go.
Someone was supposed to be here, but in the meantime, you want to check out somebody else's fridge in the thread?
Sure. Let's look at another fridge. Let me just cue it up here before I bring up the next one. And let's go in our Facebook group. Okay. We've got. All right. Let's go to Tommy Guam.
Sure.
Tommy Guam, of course, because Tommy Guam has a fridge that is stacked. Okay. Let's check out what Tommy Guam has going on here. And boy, let me just give you the highlights because Tommy Guam has a ton of stuff happening over here. Okay. All right. Now, Tommy Guam, this is actually a lot of things that I recognize here. Tommy Guam's got the Greek yogurt. He's got the low-fat cottage cheese. Much like Nolan, he's got some kind of container, maybe like a potato salad.
Could be egg salad based on the color.
Yeah, I don't know if he had like some kind of like deli counter trip. Not sure what. Maybe there's like a soup.
That's a soup, I think. Yeah, peas maybe under
peas and carrots.
Yeah,
a lot of eggs. Okay, Tommy Guam is sitting on easily, 12.5 eggs.
Wow.
Okay. I hope this is not a break-in situation. He's got the cold brew coffee and we find like all these little parallels to the other listeners that he's got the same that cold brew coffee as Hit by a Car Claire.
Can I tell you something weird that just happened to me?
What?
He has the Vlasic pickles.
Oh, are you okay?
And usually when I hear the word pickles, my mouth automatically salivates. But here I saw it and it happened. So
okay.
I don't normally just see pickles randomly.
So I believe Claire had the original recipe P words, but
Yes.
Tommy Guam has the sandwich chips, but that's what
Sandwich,
I get.
yes. She had like the
actually, no, I'm
artisanal
sorry.
$7 a thing.
Yeah, sandwich is like cut the long way. I get
the long way that you'd put on like a burger.
Yeah, I get like, well, no, that I get the ones that are like that. They're called like the hamburger chips. That
the circles. Those are like
circles.
old school ones. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I get.
I like all pickles, honestly, except half sours, which are really cucumbers that my wife and her family like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then Tommy Guam, is that milk or cream? Do you think? Is it
that's regular milk?
Is it table cream?
I think it's milk.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna guess it's a very small container. I'm thinking that the milk is behind the cold brew. I think that's creamer.
Okay, yeah, it could be creamer. I also see one of my beloved LaCroix in there.
What flavor is that?
That is pamplemousse, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right. Then Tommy Guam's also got the Ready Whip. My kids love that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get enough. Now,
what's next to the pickles? Is that peanut butter?
No. I think that's some kind of like a sauce.
That's a sauce. It's like kind of short and stout to be a sauce.
Could be a mustard.
Oh yeah, that could be mustard
potentially. Now, does Tommy Guam have like what I have at my house that is the bane of my existence? Like, is everything just on a tray, or is that like a lazy Susan?
It's on some kind of tray.
That's my.
But then what's under it?
My whole refrigerator that my wife who really does not like food, but she loves organizational systems. My entire fridge is all plastic containers and lazy Susans of that. My wife, who actually does not care about any of the food in the fridge, she wants the food to be just like the feathers, aka the pump, everything it's about. But what does the fridge look like? She doesn't care about what's in it. She cares about what it looks like.
Well, this is validation for her today that we're going through random people's fridge, because what if that happens to her? What if she's gone to podcast?
What if somebody rates the fridge? Yeah, she'll be like, oh my God, do you see their fridge isn't even organized?
I've been waiting on this my whole life. She'll say.
My wife eats like 3 things. I'm the one that I want all the condiments. I want all the different things in the fridge to use. My wife's like, oh, they're so annoying. Your stuff is everywhere.
Yeah, I don't totally get the tray. I'd like Tommy to explain afterwards.
My wife doesn't care if the items in the fridge are convenient for me to access. She's concerned about what does it look like if somebody comes over and opens the fridge.
Correct, which never happens, I'd assume.
And now nothing actually fits in the fridge because we have all plastic storage containers everywhere.
Yes,
we have all storage
but now you have 2 fridges. What if?
Why
have you thought about
the yogurt in the containers?
Rob, have you thought about this? His and her fridge. One is for her. One is for you.
Sign me up for after my sleep divorce. If I could get a kitchen divorce, also.
Wait, what's the sleep divorce? Tell me about the sleep
divorce. That's couples that they both have their own room. I've
read
an
you doing
article. That? I wish. It's my dream. I sent to my wife. I read an article I saw that couples that have sleep divorce, that I was told, it said in the article, sex life very improved, both the quality and the quantity. I said to my wife, but I played it off like I didn't really want it. And I was like, look at this. Look at this. They say in this sleep divorce, the people are, the sex, it's like through the roof. Because you have to be intentional of, you don't just go to bed and close your eyes and cross your fingers.
Yeah.
Like, that you have to be like, hey, like you have to show up. Otherwise, you're in your own room.
I feel like my wife is more apt to ask for a sleep just because I snore so much, as Alex famously once recorded me doing for this program. But last time we had a kid, we shared a room. I slept over in the hospital, and we shared a room with a couple that had twins, and the guy was also there at night, and then he started snoring. It made me think, like, this is what it's like to live with me. This is unbearable. I actually had a lot of empathy for after that.
Okay. The closest I might be able to get to a kitchen divorce is and really it's so like it goes against my nature of trying to be economical with my money is like if I could get like an office space, then in the office I could be doing whatever I want. I could have the fridge going, I could have all my stuff there, everything could be the way as long as I don't have any employees, I could have everything the way I want it.
You hire someone, but like, you're allowed to do whatever you want, but sorry, you don't have that fridge access. The only problem is like, is that convenient if at night you want something and it's at your office?
Well, I probably wouldn't be going to my fridge in the middle of the night.
But why? What if you brought a fridge up there to your podcast studio? Is that possible?
I do have a mini fridge over here, but I don't have any. Well, it's all just like drinks.
Do you eat upstairs, or you try not to eat in the podcast?
I try not to eat upstairs, but sometimes it's like I'm forced to. Like I gotta like be eating a snack while I'm like getting ready for the next podcast. But all right, well,
and then Tommy's got a lot of like packaged stuff. He's got like sort of lunch for the week or something.
Let me see. Okay, I made my window too small. I gotta like zoom in on Tommy. What Tommy Guam's got going on? Yeah, I don't know what that is in the containers.
And Tommy is
it's like maybe I want to say maybe is it like some kind of like Tupperware for like a charcuterie board? Is it like where it seems like it's a Tupperware that has like multiple compartments?
Well, I think like a lot of people like I think that's become common for I don't know if you pack your son's lunches or if they get at school, but I do think like the 4-container like that sort of lunch.
You think that this is what Tommy takes to work?
It might be. Yeah, I think that's probably his like what he takes to work. That's my guess.
I don't know. Maybe Tommy Guam will let us know. He's also got a what is that? A Coors beer, some lemon juice. I see.
Yeah.
Got some
a lot of veggies on the bottom.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is like a 5 out of 5 fridge. I
mean, that's a good grade. Wow.
Yeah. I think my complaint is
the tray is an issue. I can't give it a 5 with the tray.
I hate the tray because and my wife have like a lazy like I'm looking for my thing in here. Let me spin the lazy Susan Big Brother key wheel to find what I want.
This is a packed fridge, but there's nothing here that's like gross. You should throw it out, really. Maybe that egg salad up top, but I'd have to see exactly what it is.
That by the nature of the fridge, like I could see like one container, like I put my soda cans in there, but like there's like we have a thing that like a spring loads like shoots your soda cans, but there's never any soda cans in it. The thing is just taking up space. The natural nature of the fridge is the stuff that you hardly use is going to end up in the back.
Yeah.
The stuff that you use a lot will be in the front. You don't need to have a rigid fridge organizational system. Just throw out the stuff that's going to be expired, which also my wife does not ever do. I'm like, sometimes I will.
Are you allowed to throw stuff out without asking, or you'll get in trouble, Rob?
This is also contentious. Okay.
Here too.
My wife is big on. I need to buy chicken, buy whatever, and it's like, and I'll be like, hey, Nicole, this is expiring in 2 days. That's very annoying. Okay, Akiva.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm told, oh my God. Oh, you're so annoying. If you tell, then also like then the stuff will, and I'll say, I'll eat it. She's like, no, she would rather let it expire than I eat the thing that she had. Because I'll eat stuff. I'm like Chester, it's like, all right, like I'd rather eat it and potentially risk life-threatening foodborne illness than waste it.
Chester claims he basically eats his kids' leftovers, and then if he's hungry after, he'll have dinner.
Yeah, and so but now it's like a test of wills, where now the chicken will be expired for a week, 2 weeks, and I'm like, is she ever gonna throw it out? Is she ever gonna?
At a certain point, it becomes like a health hazard. I think once the chicken's expired, it should be fair game for you to toss it.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm just like gonna see how long is. It's like we're playing chicken, literally. I'm waiting to see. How long will it go before she throws it out? I'll say to my kids, like, look at this. Look at this chicken. This is expired 13 days ago. Are we ever going to throw it out?
Do your kids ever narc on you? Because sometimes if I would do something like that,
always.
My kids would be like, Mom, you know what Dad said
always.
before? In fact, I like the reliability of my and not. This is not my oldest daughter who will, keep a secret. But who knows what she's keeping from me on the other side?
Yeah.
But my boys will immediately spill the beans, no matter what.
That's good. I'm gonna make up like fake things that make me look good. That then they'll go back and tell Nicole, and then it's a real Game of Thrones move. All right, Akiva, we've got another guest here, and then we should probably get to the mailbag. Okay, all right. One of our great friends, somebody I talk to all the time on the Patreon shows, a big RAANAP fan. Angie is here. Angie, how are you?
Angie,
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, look at the shirt. Show the listeners.
Angie is wearing the Livin' Akiva Loca shirt.
This could be a one of 7.
Yeah, I saw also one of our patrons, Will, was wearing the Livin' Akiva Loca shirt.
Wow, I didn't
Boston.
know that. I didn't know that they.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I don't even have one.
Yeah, they're out here. Wow. And so also Angie famously gave me an Akiva stick figure when I was in Toronto a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, Angie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever notice that I put the belly button there and it was a little bit off center?
No, you didn't.
I did.
I'll get
Did you have it?
I'll get
Go
it.
Get it.
Yeah.
That's wild. Episode 360 is episode 360 is the belly button reveal. 359. I'll show you my toe my third toe that's longer than my second. What do you think, Rob? Episode 360 is the belly button reveal.
Okay. All right. So
yeah.
All right. Here's Akiva and
wearing the Noah Syndergaard hair.
All right. So I will say that Angie. It says I never looked this closely. And so I'm gonna see. Maybe I'll go full frame on me and my camera. If I move this closer, it's gonna be out of focus. So if you see here, here's the Akiva. He's wearing the Noah Syndergaard wig. R.I.P. Noah Syndergaard. And that it says on here, it says "Go Mets," and I never looked at it closely, but it looks almost like the T there's a dot above the T. Yeah. Which you can see it a little bit over the. I'm not sure what the. This is like the wheel was in this picture. But if you see here that there is the off-center belly button, that you see Akiva's shirt
detail
goes down like this. And then if you look over here, there's the Akiva's. I didn't ever realize that that's what this was supposed to be, the off-center belly button of Akiva. But what attention to detail.
Well, I think when I was flying to Toronto to see you guys from Calgary, I was listening to that podcast where you revealed us. I'm like, it was fresh in my mind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that attention to detail has got to be paying a lot of dividends in the fridge.
It depends on the day.
Okay.
Or the week.
Now,
but
all right, Angie, anything you want to set up before we go look at the fridge?
It's not the best this week just because I've been so busy with work and kids and
but you're still here.
I'm still here, yes.
Yeah.
And
you going to work today or are you off for Good Friday?
Good Friday off, yeah. That's nice. And the kids are over
this was a good day to do this podcast, Akiva.
I know. We got a bunch of people interested. I didn't realize maybe 7:30 a.m. Friday morning is the new Sunday afternoon, Rob, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was my chance because usually I wouldn't be able to do this. And I don't know if I'll ever go to a live show if you guys ever do one, especially if it's in the States, because I might get deported if I go to the States. I might go to El Salvador. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if maybe Akiva, what that should the next RAANAP live show be in Canada?
In Canada, and you're in Calgary. All right, so let's see.
Yes.
We already saw an Eastern Canada fridge today. Let's see a Western Canada fridge.
Okay, that's good. We don't have milk bag if that's what they show you.
Do you have table cream, Angie?
No.
Okay.
But is that for like coffee?
I guess so.
Yeah, no, I don't drink coffee that much. Anyways, yeah. So
right.
I guess we have two girls. I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, and then my husband is celiac. So then I have lactose intolerance. So then it's kind of a mix in between everyone here. But okay, I'll show you.
Okay, let's see. What do you got?
How do I turn the camera? I'm a noob.
If you're asking us, Angie, that's
Rob. I also have a gluten-free kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so if the matzah is gluten, so she has separate disgusting gluten-free matzah she has to have this week also.
Oh.
That was probably not cheap also.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, that's the thing.
Jam-packed
It's
in here.
expensive.
Angie is locked and loaded. Okay, a lot of stuff. So all right, do you want to give us the highlights here, Angie?
Let's see. If you can see, I have
You have a lot of
3
butter.
margarines right now.
Wow.
Yes.
A lot. Oh, it's margarine.
Yes. So this
A
one.
real margarine Taylor Green.
Oh no! Why would you say that? Wow, way to start my day. Okay, anyways, give me an AOC at least.
Well,
Okay.
you gotta have. I don't know what I guess you have to be like. I'm trying to think of what you gotta have a play on the words.
Yeah, I know.
Cornbread.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is the reason why we have 3 butters right now, or margarines right now. This one is for me and the girls, since if you use one this is for my husband, so we don't cross-contaminate with
Got it.
with
The bread.
gluten. Yeah, but my husband made a mistake, and he was putting butter on banana bread for my daughter. And then I guess he was using his by mistake, so he contaminated his own. So I had to buy him a new one, and I
Okay.
bought him a smaller one. So yeah. Here, Wendy's. That's my lunch for
What do you
today.
have? Chili?
Yes, large
Okay.
chili.
I am Akiva. This might surprise you. I am a big Wendy's chili guy.
I know you like. I didn't know you like Chili's. I knew you liked Wendy's. I wish if I've said if I could have one day of eating like a not kosher chain restaurant, I'd probably go Wendy's.
Yeah, I know. And then
I used to work at Wendy's, so
okay. And then, I feel like they say like, hey, don't eat the Wendy's chili, but I'm like, I don't even want to know. But you used to work there, and you say it's good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was pretty easy to make too. And that's where I met my husband too. So we worked together there.
A real meet
back in
cute.
2006.
Yeah.
Maybe we're sponsored by
Anyway.
Wendy's today, Rob.
Yeah.
I saw some Coke Zero in the fridge, Angie.
Of course. I have a lineup of them. I don't know if you can see them, but there's all lined up.
Just for Akiva?
No, my husband and I go through a lot of Coke Zero, especially lately. I've been a little bit sleepy at work, so I need the sugar or the caffeine to keep me awake.
I think you do the anti-Nolan, which is you have like half in a pantry, right? And then you bring in 4 or 5 at a time.
Like I have
straight in.
I have it right there.
Got it.
I don't know if you can see it, but
that makes sense.
And then for nighttime, of course, I have my pina colada mix ready. Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to catch up on that.
What's that?
Yes.
What is that? What is that? Like an apple pie?
Yeah, my husband
Tasty pastries.
It's an apple pie from Burger King, and my husband stopped by and got me one. Yeah,
okay.
He likes the milkshakes there.
Food I've noticed in both Angie and Claire's.
Angie, you heat that up or you eat it cold?
I heat it up and then I put ice cream on top of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, game changer.
Yes. Okay. High a la mode.
What's
I don't know why it's
Inca
called that.
Well, these are Oikos people raking it in. Everyone's had Oikos
Greek
in their
yogurt.
Fridge, I feel like they didn't exist 10 years ago. Now they're like everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Greek yogurt store brand Akiva.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From Wegmans?
No, it's from whatever store.
Do you know what Inca Cola is, Rob? I don't know. What's this Inca Cola?
No, what is that?
It's the Peruvian pop. So it's been I don't know how old. Yeah, so I'm from Peru originally, and we always have this. It's like I don't know, yellow pop and the golden cola.
The golden cola. Okay, Akiva, what's the flat rating on that for you?
Well, the problem is it's yellow. It's harder to tell. With the black cola, it's much easier to see. I don't know what it's supposed to be, so I give it an incomplete.
Incomplete.
I like the idea of
Inca complete.
I like the idea of Peruvian cola. Maybe we could add that to
Okay.
to
And
our
then what's
Robin
that?
Robin if you were trying to
A brisk tea? You got like is that iced tea to the left and to the right of the Inca Cola?
Yeah, so this one is powder made,
Yes.
and
Maybe
then
that's
I
what
have
Nolan had.
this one.
I feel
That's
like
brisk,
Brisk used to be
baby.
around. Yeah, Brisk used to do a lot of commercials and stuff, Rob.
Yeah.
They couldn't get arrested in this town these days.
Probably not. Yeah, Gen Z doesn't like iced tea, I think.
Mm.
And then what's that?
Oh,
You
so
have
good.
what kind of milk do you have behind the Inca Cola?
2% milk for the little one.
2%. David would say, "Get out of here with that 2% crap."
Mm.
Oh, he likes the 3%, right?
He likes whole. I don't think they make 3%. He likes whole milk.
Straight from the milk, or from the cow, I mean.
Yes.
But before, like, I can tell you, like, maybe a month ago, this would have been filled with 2 jugs of milk and chocolate milk, because my husband loves chocolate milk, and then my daughters love to milk, but one of them is cutting back.
Okay.
And then I have my lactose-free milk.
Yeah. I see some
But
orange
it
juice
expired.
there, Angie. We haven't seen any
Yeah.
orange juice yet. Are you pulp or no pulp?
No pulp.
No
Yeah.
pulp.
That's how I do
Yeah.
it.
I feel like orange juice is falling on hard times.
I agree.
Akiva.
This is the only orange juice we've seen in the fridge. It used to be.
What?
I go to my grandparents' house. There'd be like 4 Tropicanas in like the downstairs.
I feel
fridge.
like when I was a kid, orange juice was like a staple. It was like,
a staple,
do you have
100%.
milk? Do you
Yes.
have orange juice?
I
Everybody has to have orange juice in the morning.
I think we could bring back orange juice.
I cannot start a day without orange juice.
Yeah. First orange juice I've seen today in any
I
of the
can't
fridges.
Can you give me the ding?
Rob, I can't even
Thank
remember
you.
the last time
Yeah.
I've had a
You're a
cup of
real
orange juice.
OJ Simpson, Angie.
Oh no! Come on! I can't
Rob,
believe
I'm
my
trying to think the last
viewers.
time I had an orange juice, and it's been so long.
Oh no!
Was it 1993?
The Tropicana
Heyday of
people must
OJ.
have
Did
had a hard
OJ
time.
Simpson hurt orange juice?
It's possible.
Oh yeah!
People are like,
And
oh,
it's a
no,
new PR team.
Yeah.
What is Alfredo sauce you're holding on here?
Yeah. I got this from Costco. It comes in a 2 package, so it's
Earl's
pretty
Alfredo
easy to make.
sauce.
Yeah. Do you guys have Earl's in the States?
No.
No.
Oh, it
No.
must be a Canadian one. But yeah, it's really good. Really easy
My
to
kids
make.
love Alfredo sauce.
Oh yeah,
Kids
it's
love it. That's what my
delicious.
kids order if we go out to eat at some sort of pasta type place.
They
they'll
love
get
it.
Alfredo sauce or pasta rosa.
Not for me.
Plus, it's less messy because with spaghetti sauce, you get
True.
like
You
red
and your clothes.
stains and
Good
That's
point.
true.
yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
Do you have
It's
is
smart
that a
thinking.
pizza box?
Yes.
Pizza box. Where?
Pizza. Yeah. 403 277 217.
Holy
Yeah.
moly! What am I looking at?
There's
Oh,
a pizza,
yes!
yeah.
Oh,
Pizza Thursday. Can you show us what's in the pizza box?
Yeah, let's see the pizza here.
sure.
Beer,
Where's
what's
this
it?
from?
Beer's a Thursday.
Beer's a Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah,
What kind
I
of
don't know.
pie
This
is that?
it looks
that
like
meatball?
ham, meat, maybe ham.
do
I
a-
don't know.
Can we do a live pizza review here?
Well, lactose.
I mean,
Oh, you
yeah.
can't. You
Well,
can't. You can't.
I mean, I'll just go to the washroom right after I'm done here.
No,
but-
don't do
We're
that.
good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Angie. It's not
But
worth
no,
it.
no, this is my husband's. So it's
Okay.
gluten-free
Got it,
pizza. So I can tell
okay.
you already, it's not that good.
By the way, there's this.
To be honest, it doesn't. I mean, with all due respect to Richmond's pizza, it
great
doesn't
people,
look that
Richmond.
great.
Yeah, they say Calgary pizza. It's not like Connecticut pizza. But yeah, when we go to the pizza and I get my daughter the gluten-free pizza. Ooh, look at that Mets hat. Speaking of pandering, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My dad gave me this. He's a big Mets fan, and then my older brother's a Yankees fan. So, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Boo.
Yeah, Rob, you gotta
No,
spend a
no,
lot of extra
well,
money on
The,
this.
the
Here for
Yankees,
this.
the Yankee, yeah, cheer for that.
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah.
What's up, Akiva?
No, like when we go to like a nicer pizza place or whatever, the gluten-free is like so much extra per slice or per pie.
Yeah,
They
that's
really
how they
get you
you.
on the
Yeah.
on the gluten people.
Yeah, no, it's pricey and it doesn't taste that good and it goes back so quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, what else?
Anything
I
else
have,
fun to show us?
oh my gosh. I have raspberries that my 2-year-old wanted, and then she decided that she doesn't like them, so now they're going to
That's
waste.
how these kids are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I don't like raspberries because I hate the seeds stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, more of a strawberry guy myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, strawberries or blueberries. I love blueberries.
Okay.
I have.
Some nuggies.
Oh, I need to throw this out. I don't know how old these are, so I'll put it out
old
here.
nuggets.
Yeah,
We got
old nuggets.
McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's in the fridge.
Okay. And
I'm fast food friendly.
yeah.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Okay.
I hope they're not expiring, but I'm the same as Nicole. Like I buy things and then they're in them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been, she'll say that she can't help it.
Yeah. And then one sec. I have gluten-free cake.
A gluten-free cake. What kind of cake is that?
This one is two tall brownie chunk cream cake.
Two tall brownie chunk cream cake. How many booms would you give that, Akiva?
Doesn't seem that tall. I'll give it 2 booms.
2 booms. 2 big booms?
Out of 5.
Boom, boom.
Can you go negative and go doom on food? Can you go negative?
You want to go doom on some of the
I don't want to go
food?
doom on the gluten-free food. No.
No, this one is really good actually.
Yeah.
And it's expensive, so it must be good.
Angie, is that you got a lot of yogurt down there?
Yeah, Activia for the kids.
Okay.
You don't have Activia in
No, we
States?
have it. We have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But the cake is from my birthday and my nephew's birthday. It was back in my birthday was on April Fool's.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's 17 days ago, Angie.
No, we just celebrated on Saturday.
Okay.
Got it.
And I'm leaving it for my husband to eat the cakes because
anything
he doesn't get much in life.
Angie?
The freezer. Yeah.
Okay, the freezer sounds like it's
Angie, how many kids do you have again?
2. Yeah, so I don't know what you can see.
Got some frozen vegetables. Boy, Tommy Guam would like
frozen
those peas and
pancakes.
carrots. Yeah, frozen pancakes.
Yeah. Ooh, bacon. I'm gonna defrost this. I want some bacon.
What ice cream flavor do you have?
Green tea.
Green tea? That's
I didn't
horrible.
even know that was a thing.
It's so good. Oh, you gotta try it. Go to a sushi place and then they'll have this. It's so good.
And then what's the other one?
Lactose-free vanilla.
Okay.
All right.
And then I got pinties, gluten-free
burger.
Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken burgers.
Okay. I feel like most burgers are gluten-free.
Yeah,
no?
I know there was a big gluten issue on burgers.
Some of them, like depending on if it's cross-contaminated and stuff like that, right? Wherever they make them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my daughter's not celiac also.
Yeah. Well, Angie, thank you for the tour. This was
Thank you.
So on point. What are you giving Angie's fridge, Akiva?
Listen, she's got a few things working against her, right? We got food allergies.
AOC and OJ season.
But she gets a lot done in that space. So we're gonna give her 4 out of 5 baking sodas today.
Okay, 4 out of 5 baking sodas. That's good. Yeah.
Yay! I made it.
Okay.
We did it, guys.
We did it, guys. Angie, are you gonna be on the patron survivor call today?
I'm not sure. I will maybe now because I have some energy, but before I had to get up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Angie. Yeah, that's like 7 hours.
Maybe I'll take a power nap then.
Take a power nap. God knows I will. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Angie, thank you so much. Okay. All right.
Thank you. I'm a big fan, Akiva. My daughter says you're the message man. I don't know why.
Yes.
But
no, Angie always asks me about RAANAP when she calls in on the shows.
Yeah.
Angie, we appreciate the love. I really am happy to have had you on there.
And please come to Canada. Please. I don't want to be deported. Just come over.
No, we don't want that either. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. All right, Akiva. Wow.
Did a lot of fridge rating.
Yeah, we did. This was a great one. Okay. We got to switch over to the mailbag, but when we come back, maybe we'll look at a couple other fridges in the mailbag. Maybe we'll look at like we'll do like a rapid fire fridge for each round of the mailbag.
Sure.
How's the mailbag today?
It's solid.
Solid.
Some weeks it's like I'm scrounging for the fifth idea. Here I'm gonna have to make a cut. So
okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we got the mailbag, and we'll look at some more of your fridges, and we'll spin the big wheel when we come back right after this. Okay, you good to roll right into the mailbag?
Yeah, the only question is the guy Nick, who was supposed to come on third, said, I didn't know you meant Eastern time.
Oh, okay.
Any interest in having the mailbag, or should we just look at
Sure,
pictures?
he can come in.
Okay.
But we're still rolling on the video too.
Okay. Yeah.
So don't be giving away anything.
I was about to say my social security.
Incriminating about your boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. And nobody snitched to my wife when I'm talking about the fridge. Okay.
In general, we've had a good people don't really snitch to.
She knows everything. I'm just not allowed to say it. Okay. Because it's too annoying.
People, at the beginning, I feel like people snitched more. I feel like your wife's also not really on Twitter these days anymore. Also,
she's not really, but the people the snitches know how to find her.
Yeah.
The snitches still be snitching, and I gotta be honest, it's a little. It's coming off a little losery. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go mailbag. Okay, here we go. Cue the filthy. Yeah, that's right. Mailbag number 288 here on Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. And Akiva and I have just been so excited about this podcast and not at all worried about anybody snitching about anything, getting back to the first lady of podcasting that I said in this podcast.
Yeah. What happens when RHAP stays on RAANAP, they say.
That's what they say. Okay. All right. If anything, instead of telling my wife about RAANAP, why don't you tell your friends and your family about this podcast?
Good. That's
the
good.
only podcast around where people rate other people's fridges live on the podcast.
Yep. You can't get that. And you think they're doing that on Bill Simmons' podcast?
No.
I saw an interview with Bill Simmons that Jimmy Kimmel said that Obama listens to like every episode of the Bill Simmons podcast. And Kimmel was shocked, and Simmons like, my podcast is really popular, right? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, Bill Simmons says Obama listens to every episode of his podcast.
Obama told Jimmy Kimmel that he listens to every episode of the Bill Simmons podcast.
Yeah.
And he loves Parent Corner when they discuss their children's various goings on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we have to find out who's the most famous RAANAP listener.
It's a good question. If you're out there, we'll keep your secret. We won't tell Jimmy Kimmel Show.
All right. So, Akiva, let's get into it. Do you have any old business to discuss? I saw that a recent email from associate producer Amanda.
Yeah. She reminded us that we said last year we were going to discuss for May 4th doing a Star Wars episode where you explain the three, or I forget what exactly it was. We had some Star Wars idea. That's what she was reminding us of.
Yeah. I don't know. You have any interest in that?
I don't have just as a reminder. So last time I think you told me everything that happened in the first three Star Wars movies and threw in a few lies. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That was early days.
Early episodes. I guess the idea would be to do that for 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3. I don't know how the numbers go.
I got to be honest. Not my most, doesn't make my.
I also feel like you care less about Star Wars than you used to. I don't know if that's true.
I think there was like a little bit of hype of like. I think in like 2018 that they the 7th movie had come out, maybe the 8th movie had come out. My kids were sort of like looking at it, so. I kind of feel like that Star Wars goes through like fits and starts, I think, in pop culture where it's hot and then it's sort of like not hot and then something new happens. But I kind of feel like, and I know there's somebody like, but what about Andor?
Yeah. But
are
they even making another movie right now? Like, are they in the process of making
I think the next movie is going to be like, they're just going to turn Mando and Baby Yoda. His name is Grogu. Into its own movie instead of doing another season, I think.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But let's go into numero uno, as they like to say. Okay, here
Yes,
we go.
like
Number
to.
one.
Number one.
Well, I could have asked her to say it live, but Mel Hooker has an idea.
Oh,
let's read it.
Okay.
Very Mel-centric podcast. The first few ideas are all from
Wasn't Mel electric on the podcast?
She was great. I was told Tommy Guam said, you have to have Mel on. She's going to be great, and he was right.
Well, that's what I think is really wonderful about this, community where, like I feel like that our listeners are sometimes the stars.
That was it was one of the purposes of this podcast, and also, it's a community show. I think I was a couple seconds behind you for a second, but it's it's for us and for them, and she was great.
Okay, all right. So, all right, Mel Hooker has a idea.
Yes, it's called Rob and Akiva. I don't like the name, by the way. Rob and Akiva have dairy strong feelings.
Okay, well, it's on brand today.
Yeah, it's on brand for today's theme. She says, Rob and Akiva taste type all types of milk, 1% whole, almond, 2% skim, oat, strawberry, and debate the differences in texture and taste, possibly ranking them while Rob and Akiva taste testing. Someone has to drink a gallon of milk, like a Brandon Donlin type. Has to drink a gallon of milk.
Oh, well, I mean, Brandon Donlin drinking the gallon of milk, I like that part of it. But, I mean, I kind of feel like we've been discussing a lot of the milk already today.
Yeah, well, she wrote this in before, but I don't think my stomach could make it through this episode. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Different types of milk.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And also, I do think we did it today. Coconut milk. I didn't even.
Yeah, it's like in a can. It's the only milk that's in a can. Coconut milk. This podcast is sponsored by coconut milk.
If we had to punch up a product that's fallen on hard times, do you think we would do better with like OJ, Tropicana orange juice, or what? I mean, some of these things.
Orange juice or coconut. I think that there's like that. Orange juice. I think we could bring it back. Coconut milk. I feel like that. It's like use it in like some like some different cooking like recipes. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's in. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's in a lot of like Thai recipes have coconut milk in it.
Yeah.
But at one point I tried it in my coffee, but I don't know. I don't know if coconut milk is really going to catch on. But
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But okay, that was number one. But let's also let's check out another fridge. Okay.
Sure.
And we don't need to go into detail. Maybe we'll just pick out one or two things. But
I like this. This is a Passover fridge.
Oh, a Passover fridge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can you explain to me some of what's going on here on the Passover fridge? Now, is the bottom shelf the like do not disturb?
Okay, so this is interesting actually. So this is from Hannah, who I think is from Minnesota, and she says this is hi Rob and Akiva, this is a fridge I'm submitting. I lost the text there, but I think this is her.
Sorry, I thought
that's okay. This is her parents' fridge. So yeah, she's this is not a normal fridge. Okay, so no, here's what's interesting. Her parents did not put any food off limits in the fridge, but they did put down the coating of aluminum foil so it doesn't like have the much like Angie talked about not contaminating the food. Here she doesn't want to contaminate the food with chametz, with non-Passover food. Mm-hmm. So you see there's like a lining of aluminum foil across the whole fridge.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, so what we have here, there's three shelves we're seeing here. It's number one is all dairy. Now she is from
a lot of whole milk. Okay,
maybe
Minnesota,
she's from the Wisconsin part of Minnesota.
Heartland,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cheeseheads are here.
Yes. We have a lot of milk and a lot of yogurt. The whole top.
Is that yogurt? That's those containers on the right. It looks like it could be like a cream cheese.
Oh, you think it's cream cheese?
I know.
It could be a cream cheese. I was thinking
It is a lot of
like
cream cheese.
Kids yogurts,
It could be. Yeah, it could be yogurt. I mean,
it just seems like too much cream cheese.
It does seem like a lot of cream cheese.
And then the second section, that's a lot. And then the second section is
enhance.
What do you think the thing is? Yeah, enhance.
Yeah. This would have been useful to know earlier.
Plain. What is this? Is this like cottage cheese? Also cream cheese?
Where do you see? No, I think that's yogurt. I mean, I don't think that's
on the left side.
I think that's yogurt.
The left of the middle.
Yeah, plain yogurt.
And then we got a bunch of eggs, a lot of eggs.
Plain yogurt. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you go. Very heavy dairy fridge from Hana.
Yeah, very hairy dairy, and then the bottom is all drinks. There's almost no, it's all matzah this week, I guess. Oh,
Yeah.
here's the Coke I was talking about, Rob. You see the yellow cap on the Coke?
Yellow cap. Yeah, you said a yellow bottle.
The yellow cap on the Coke this week. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
the yellow cap on the Coke. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
Is the cap the bottle? I guess not.
The cap is
and
not
the Kedem
bottle.
grape juice. You ever have Kedem grape juice? It's great
Yeah,
grape
it
juice.
sounds good.
We use it. It's very good. The Kedem grape juice.
All right, better than a V8.
Yeah, it's just grape. I mean, vegetable juice has a lot of gross stuff in it. Grape juice is good.
Okay. All right, Akiva, let's go to number 2.
Number 2.
All right, this is from another Melly Bish.
Yes.
Who also has her fridge, center fridge in. But this is not about food or a fridge. This is called SMAP.
SMAP.
All right, SMAP.
Sounds
this episode is Sam Moore has a podcast.
All right,
Sam,
let's pass.
Why Sam did a great job when we gave him one episode of the podcast. He got us Martin Emerson from Lost. We let him.
I believe it's Michael Emerson.
Excuse me. Who's Martin Emerson? Michael Emerson.
Yes.
Bill Simmons' daughter goes Emerson, and I believe the alma mater of also Taron Armstrong.
Yes, and Sam Moore.
And Sam Moore. That's right. So Sam takes over. It's dealer's choice for Sam Moore.
I mean, so
she wants Sam-centered content.
I don't know about Sam-centered content. I think if Sam was here, he would not even
he would
want
say
this
no.
idea.
Yeah,
he would say no. That Sam is incredible at doing Sam Moore things, that he is incredibly organized, detail-oriented. There's nobody else that I would want to have coordinating my schedule and everything that goes on in this room here on RAANAP. But is Sam like
an electric personality?
Sam, turning over the podcast to Sam. I don't know if that's necessarily.
Well, I think one of the things I like about Sam is that he has no interest in being on the podcast.
That's
it's a good quality for you, for sure. But I like, the fact that he doesn't want to be on makes me want to have him on more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but if there's some way to have Sam booking more guests, but he also said that he was not doing that anymore.
Not booking for RAANAP? He's quit booking RAANAP?
I think he did say that he was not going to do that again. So
damn.
All right. Let's bring in then another fridge here in number 2.
Okay.
Tess says this could be a cry for help. I'm not sure, and I could give you the contents of the fridge very quickly. There is a looks like a closed beer.
Yeah.
Some,
or maybe an alcoholic
empty
possibly.
takeout container, an empty or a Taco Bell container.
Yeah.
There's a number of
upside down,
completely used homemade jams and jellies.
Correct.
Looks like maybe some old dip
dough,
chip. I'm not sure.
Something like that. Yeah.
We have then more Taco Bell and a Factor meal. Factor, sponsor of this podcast, does a great job. There's one uneaten Factor meal.
Do they send you, is this like supermarket board, or do they send you weekly
chef made prepared meals? You just have to,
but she only has
heat
one.
'em up. Yes. Just one. And we don't know which one it is.
No. So is that a cry for help? Oh, there's a conversation. Should we read the conversation?
Oh, okay. So Tommy Guam, okay, and then there was the door. Okay, and then Tess then also describes this part as the fridge money shot of 12 ketchup packets. Or, I'm sorry, no, hot
not
sauce
even
packets.
good ketchup.
Hot sauce packets.
Hot sauce. Okay, fine. Got it.
Taco Bell sauce in the hydrator drawer.
Yeah. I mean, at least Tess knows that she could do a little better in the fridge here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3.
All right. We'll do double Melly Bish here. There's another Melissa idea. And it's called Rob and Akiva Have a Date with a Vampire. There's a Disney Com original movie. Mom has a date with a vampire. There's no ghosts, so Akiva won't be scared. She said a certain Survivor player looks like the main character of the movie. No one is talking about this, but it's a perfect time to bring back Disney Com original movies. We watched them before, and talk about a mom having a date with a vampire.
Which one is this? What's it called?
It's called Mom Has a Date with a Vampire.
Mom, should we do that for Mother's Day?
That's not bad. I like that.
Mom has a date with a vampire. Let me just
Mom
Google
has
this.
a date with a vampire.
Mom has a date with a vampire. Okay. Okay, and this stars Caroline Rhea.
Oh, nice.
Okay, from the year 2000. In the year 2000, my mom has a date with a vampire. I'm open to this. Like, is this a beloved? Like, should we like text Matt Ligori? Is it like, do people care about this? Mom's got a date with a vampire.
We'll ask Matt. We'll let Matt decide because he knows.
SpongeBob Matt. Do people care about this?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good question.
Jake Epstein is in it. Is he in? He's a bad guy, right?
Jake Epstein? Why is he a bad guy?
I mean, you get the whole island thing.
That you think all Epsteins are guilty?
Are they related?
It's a pretty common last name, honestly.
Oh, okay.
He's from Canada. He would never do anything bad.
Yeah. All right. So I'm open to it. We got to figure out Mother's Day coming up next month. If that's, I feel like they did put it out on Blu-ray. Okay, my mom's got a date with a vampire.
This Jake Epstein is only in TV movies. That sounds interesting. Robin Akiva.
Yeah. If your mom was dating a vampire, is that necessarily bad than worse than any other situation that your mom is dating?
I'd say like I'd rather my mom date a vampire than like a leprechaun or you know, like I don't know, serial killer. Mom's dating serial killer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at another fridge here. Eva writes in. Eva Pickett says, "Rate my fridge." Now, this is interesting that Eva has got the side-by-side fridge, pretty organized here, it looks like. Also, but both side-by-side doors open. I feel like the imagery is that of like almost like a flasher of like, hey, my trench coat is open. Look at everything inside here. It's like,
and it's like kind of skinny but really tall. There's a lot going on in this fridge.
A lot going on here. Let's just give you some of the highlights here. Eva has the very organized fridge, lots of Tupperware, which is fine. Does have at least one big plastic container but maybe a little bit more useful on the side-by-side fridge. Looks like a lot of cheese sticks. Looks like a big gallon of chocolate milk. Look at what's with all the Red Hot.
A lot of Red Hot. I also I see a Gatorade in there.
There's a Gatorade
and a Powerade.
But so many are those like different flavors of Red Hot?
Our listeners really like hot sauce. That's what we really like today.
Hot sauce. Looks like we've got some butter over here, not a margarine Taylor Green situation. And then we got some we got some tots over there on the left hand side.
Yeah, tater tots in the freezer.
Yeah. So we've got like a big like almost like a couple I don't know if it's like a half gallon of chocolate syrup.
Yeah, I saw that too. Huge Hershey's chocolate syrup.
You know, Costco chocolate syrup. They must love chocolate milk over here.
This fridge is stocked. Like
stocked, ready to go.
You know, she's got, if you ask her, somewhere in the back there, Eva's got it.
Yeah. Looks like we got some Diet Dr. Pepper. What do you think about that, Akiva?
Diet Dr. Pepper's underrated. It's not bad. Definitely better than Diet Pepsi.
We got the looks like frozen Kodiak pancakes or waffles. It's a protein waffle.
Does she also have the green tea ice cream?
I'm looking at the ice cream flavor, and it does look like I can't enhance any further, but it does look like there's some sort of green tint. I don't know what else it would be other than green tea. Could be pistachio. I do like pistachio.
Yeah. Just a lot.
Pretty good fridge. Here. This is like maybe.
Are there any veggies? I'm just wondering if there's any like fruits or veggie section here that we're missing.
Doesn't look like a ton in the fridge, but could be potentially on the counter situation. You know.
Yeah, this is a good fridge. This could be the most stocked fridge we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I think I'd go. I'm leaning towards 5. I don't see a baking soda there naturally, so maybe it could be docked for 4.5. But very strong fridge from Eva. Okay, all right, Akiva. Let's go to number 4.
By the way, fun fact, my sister's name is Eva, and my name is Akiva. It made me think of it as you just said it. And my mom said they specifically did not call my sister Eva because Eva and Akiva sound too much alike.
Oh.
And it would be, they'd call from the stairs and like we'd both come.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just said, we said Eva and Akiva and made me think of it. And here's what's weird. Eva, so the last person was Eva. This is Yael, which is what we call my sister. Her name is Eva, and everyone calls her Yael. So this is another Yael, number 4, Rabbi Yael, if you remember. She's been
from the Word Connections.
From Connections. And this episode is called Rob and Akiva Didn't Start the Fire.
Okay.
Off the success of Rob and Akiva Tell the News, Rob and Akiva go through the contents of the song We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel and explain everything in the song and banter about it. I think this is a winner.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
An original pitch.
Yeah, I think that it was like when the song was originally out, like people were like, oh, wow, this is like Billy Joel really went through history. This was like incredible that he captured the last 30 years in a song.
Yeah.
And I don't know about that. I think it's a little bit more of a list, but then this is another dispute between my wife and I. My wife, big elder emo energy. She loves Fall Out Boy. And Fall Out Boy recently, I don't even think Billy Joel was collaborated with on this. They made up their own like random list of things, and theirs is horrible.
Could we maybe do both? Maybe we go through like Billy Joel's and then go through Fall Out Boys, and then
yeah, I think so.
And then me and you could like maybe put in,
banter on the things.
We could put in like, here's what we would have added. Something Epstein's list, la 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 la. Yeah.
Yeah. Should that have made the cut? Because in the, I don't want to do the podcast now, but there's some things in the Billy Joel song, like, how did this make the cut?
Yeah. Now, didn't you not go to a Fall Out Boy concert last year?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, well, but you went to one. Did they bust out the song there?
I don't think they had done it yet.
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
I don't want to read the song because, again, I think I'd like to. I don't even want to look at it really until closer to the podcast.
Yeah, no, my wife's like, oh, Pete Wentz is very tapped in. Okay, you could never be Pete Wentz. He knows everything. You're a dumb idiot.
All right, so let's.
Pete Wentz would use all the containers.
Yeah.
He doesn't complain about when the chicken is expired.
Just worrying about his eyeshadow.
Pete Wentz doesn't care when the chicken's expired. Yeah. I
think it's a good idea.
So was it Rob and Akiva didn't start the fire?
So we go through, we analyze, because like I don't know all these things. Walter Winchell, a lot about him. We could learn about him.
I don't really know.
Should we have like a third person who maybe knows history and like they could answer if we like maybe they did research or something?
Perhaps. Like I kind of feel like that the podcast is a little bit of like, okay, Rob and Akiva are idiots, and if they don't know something, they don't know something, and I think that's part of the charm
that's fair. No, I agree.
However, after what they don't even know making biscuits, like, but I guess I'm gonna then that counterpoint of like, but that got people.
That's the
talking.
podcast.
That's
correct.
The podcast.
Yeah.
The listeners saying like these guys are so stupid. And then they connect about how stupid we are.
Correct.
So
they bond. Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody was there to correct us, like, what would we have gotten any feedback on the pet roast?
It's true. It's funny. It's like it's not about Rob and Akiva get things right. I think sometimes with this show and with other podcasts, like it's not necessarily we're just being correct about everything. Sometimes it's the journey. I also like the idea of like the listeners bonding over like, how'd you get married? Well, we listened to this like medium popular podcast and we both were upset in the comments.
Yeah, we met in the comments that we were both very angry that they did not know this basic fact about owning a cat. Even though they're not cat people.
Yeah. We've been married for 11 years. We have no children and 42 cats. A lot of biscuits being made.
Okay. All right. So this is it,
I think this is a wheel-worthy idea.
Rob and Akiva get blown away, parentheses, what else do we have to say?
Yeah, I like that. The name I like. Yeah.
As opposed to Rob and Akiva didn't start the fire. And we'll workshop it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but I guess this is going to the wheel.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Original idea. Thank you.
All right. While I'm working on that, let's just also then quickly let's take a. How are you doing on time? You okay?
I'm good. I got some more time.
Okay. Here, let's take a look at this. Let's look at a video submission, Fridge. Okay.
Is this Melly Bish? Because I think she's the only one who submitted.
No, a couple of people did. Melissa has one. Let's see.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was Melly Bish, but it was a different Melissa.
All right. You getting any volume on this? Or
no,
is it
you might have to. You might have to do it.
I don't. Maybe there isn't much to look at. Okay. Okay. This is just like a slow pan. There's a lot of stuff. I see some
Whoa. Problem is everything here is in like containers and stuff. It's hard to tell.
I don't see too many containers.
Like it's like
this is like an incredible amount of shelves that are in this refrigerator.
Yes.
It'd be hard to fit a lot of things.
A lot of shelves, but yeah, you couldn't have anything standing like a you know 2-gallon bottle of soda wouldn't stand.
I see a big and then we got like but this is a pretty stocked fridge, but it's I think I with the more Greek yogurt also.
Yeah, this could be like an ASMR, like a fridge ASMR.
Fridge ASMR. Okay. All right, that was a pretty stocked fridge, but again, it's hard to see. Honestly, I feel like the picture may have been better than the video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Then let's do number 5. It's so loud.
It is
Number
loud.
5.
Now we gotta,
All right. Here's a first-time submitter, Dave Anthony. He says, "First time, long time."
Yes.
My idea is Rob and Akiva return to the Amazon. Now, it's not about Survivor. Don't get nervous.
Okay.
He says, "I came up with this idea while researching an item on Amazon.com and came across the attached review of someone reviewing a mosquito head net, and they said it keeps cockroaches out of my mouth while I'm sleeping."
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked at this review, and it stayed with me for days. I clicked on the user's profile to see what other reviews they had left. They had also reviewed a laxative and rope to re-rope their cat's scratching pad. Oh, that's on theme for today. This person has seen some things. So basically, reviews like this are really a peek in someone's life. I think you could make a good banter episode trying to piece together what's going on by reading people's Amazon reviews of their purchases. Why did this person leave an 800-word review on a box of Pop-Tarts in beautiful prose? Maybe a certain individual's name keeps coming up in all the reviews. Why did this person buy 5 toasters in a 2-month span?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a toaster addict, or are they giving them as wedding presents?
Yeah.
So,
Akiva, have you ever left an Amazon review?
I've probably given a star rating a couple times max in 20 years, max. And it could be 0, but I've definitely never left a review.
Have you ever left a YouTube comment?
I don't think so, no. I'll like something on YouTube, but I've never. Have you? I mean, maybe if like it was on like RAANAP and someone asked a question, I've probably responded there, but that's about it. What about you?
Yeah. I think other than my own stuff or like people that I know, I don't think I've ever left a YouTube comment on.
I do think it's 1% of the people doing 99% of the commenting on Amazon, on eBay, on YouTube. You know,
I got an interesting text from my wife just now. I don't think she's listening. She wrote W and then like 9 H's, like 5 E's, 7 R's, a bunch of like, where are you? Like, okay.
Tell her news AF is recording early.
Yeah, I'm upstairs.
Mad at me.
I'm like, well, we're like, I'm in the same place I am 92% of my life. I'm like the easiest person in the world to find.
Ask her if she wants to go on a scavenger hunt.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. If someone wanted to drone strike Rob, I feel like.
But this is why she needs everything in its container. She can't find anything. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry. Did I step on an idea just now?
Did you hear the idea?
What remind me again?
Amazon. Basically, we're reviewing Amazon.
I think that's interesting. I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah, but listeners need to send us. So I think they have to look and maybe we need
a Facebook thread, and in the thread they could tell people. Okay,
yeah.
And then let me just give you one last thing to rate, Akiva. And instead of rating the inside of a fridge, you want to rate the outside of somebody's fridge?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
My dad is a big
Melissa Catherine sent us the outside of her fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Check this out. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So here is now Melissa is Melly, right?
Yeah, this is Melly Bish.
Okay.
Yeah, you could tell by the giant Bills sticker on the
I
fridge.
just know her as simply Melly Bish. I didn't know her government name. Okay. All right. So here we go. She's got like the dry erase board here for what she's researching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
we should get one of those.
Yeah. What's she researching? Reddit?
Sleep,
on the list?
says, I think.
Yeah. Okay. She got the Bills magnet.
Big Bills magnet. Yeah, that's a demerit.
Big Bills magnet. Okay. Then a lot of other magnets here. It looks like a family photo. What's this one day at a time? Is this just like a reminder?
Yeah, take one day at a time. Don't do two days at
a time. And then the thermometer on the outside of the fridge.
Oh, interesting. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think about invitations on your fridge?
Good. Well, what's the issue?
Do you put if you got an invitation to a wedding, you put it on your fridge?
Yes. Save the date. Like
save the date.
like,
but do you think it like
if you just like a happy holidays card from the Cesterninos.
There's you. You're on her fridge, and also a certificate of appreciation. Is that come from the fridge? Is like the fridge is like I really appreciate using me.
Yeah, and a happy
save the date for
card.
her and Eric's wedding.
Yeah,
I think, but no, with the wedding invitations. If you do nothing about Earth, and you were an alien and you came down and I explained you everything, you don't think it's a little weird that we put wedding invitations on a fridge? It's kind of random if you think about it.
I guess so. I think it's sort of like people are just like taking up like that billboard space that's valuable real estate, and
I guess it's like an ad space. Now my mom used to do it, but now she's older, fancier. She's got a nice fridge. She has and my dad is a rabbi. He gets invited to let's say multiple weddings a week. A lot of times, they have like a space, like a bulletin board outside the kitchen where like all the invitations go.
So, something else about my wife, she's anti-magnet on the fridge.
Interesting. So she wants a naked fridge.
A naked fridge.
Wow. I like it. If you have a nice fridge, I actually kind of agree with Nicole.
All of the arguments in this house is like, hey, this is like, it would be great if we had like all important things we needed in a place that we could access them easily. What if we stuck them to the fridge if there was this? No, that looks trashy. So our entire life is like we make things harder on ourselves in every possible way. How do we make things harder and more complicated and more time consuming to do? So if somebody comes over, it'll look nicer. My entire life is 20% harder.
Seems to be the theme of today.
That's the theme. It's I would say is it form over function? I don't know. It's to me, who cares?
How often do people come over and check your fridge out? How often
who's coming? Yeah, who's coming over? Like, oh my God, did you see how many magnets does he have? I think this is kind of a this house is trashy.
Kind of trash.
Who's like? Do they even have enough feathers? Like, did you look in their fridge? It was like everything was not even in a container. Who are these judgy people? I don't even want. First of all, I don't even want non-judgmental people to come over. I don't want anybody to come over.
True. It's fair. It's fair.
Especially these judgy judgersons.
Yeah, they should love you for, not the contents of your fridge, but the contents of your heart, Rob.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. All right. But this was such a fun time today.
I enjoyed this. Yeah.
All right. Akiva, let me just add in here. We didn't start the fire. Okay.
And you want to add the Amazon, but give it like two. Give it.
No, I don't want to add the Amazon when it's ready. Okay, when we have like a bunch in the and don't just go on Reddit and like, oh, they'll look like what is this person talking about? Okay, here we go. We've got season 3, episode 7, coin flip, guest choice, listener's choice, good year, blast from the past, John Quick, guess the draft, Rob and Akiva chronicling online, PSAs, Rob and Akiva win an Oscar, the newly met game, Back to the Future commentary, rate my fridge. I would put that back in a second.
We'll do this again. We'll do it again.
And maybe we do pantry raiders next.
I like Pantry Raiders. Maybe that's a spiritual sequel. Yeah.
Okay. Regrets, I had a few. Does Akiva know it? Let Brandon cook. Yeah, we're going to put the Sam Moore podcast on here. We already have a Let Brandon cook.
That's true. I forgot about that.
We didn't start the fire. Okay. All right, let's spin the wheel and find out what is episode 289 going to be. Okay, and here we go. Let's give it the old spinneroony. And it comes up as, guest choice. Okay, get Mel Hooker back on the line.
Can we get Mel Hooker back in here? Do we have a couple of minutes?
Let's see. Give it a second.
I just asked her if she could jump back on for a minute.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. What
Could
she
ask
said.
Angie also.
Yeah.
Well,
where was the other guest?
Well, he didn't show up, and then I said, hey, if you want to join us, you can for the mailbag, and he didn't respond.
Okay.
So,
all right. What you want to give your plugs?
Yeah, I could do the plugs in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes we at least have Sam for guest choice, but he's not even here. Plugs. I'm hopefully about to record a 32 Fans episode with Alex right after this before the holiday.
What's it about?
NBA playoffs. Alex with Brett Fahrenkoff and Jared Jerome did a big NBA playoffs preview yesterday. Alex just said yes, so this will happen in 5 minutes. I have a list of the 15 players with the most at stake for the NBA playoffs. With a couple hot takes in there, I'd like to say that now on the next podcast. So check out 32 Fans. NGOG hopefully be back post Passover. And shout out to all my matzah eaters out there. We're almost done. What about you? You have anything to plug?
Well, I've got all of the Survivor stuff. We've been having some really great Survivor podcasts this season, and I feel like nothing too out of the ordinary else going on here on RHAP. Definitely check out all your fine podcasts. Listen to RHAP wherever podcasts are heard.
So if I'm recording with Chester, should we try and get Chester on as the guest? We just need a guest.
Okay, sure. We just need a warm body. I mean,
we need a warm body.
One of my kids, if you need him.
We could get a kid. We could also do we could post a link or something in first person in the Facebook group to take it.
Could be.
What else? In the meantime, what else is going on?
I mean, I basically have left it all on the table here for you guys.
Yeah, we did get a real insight into Rob's life. A punchy Rob at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. Hey, this is my time to shine. Sometimes I will oh wait, here's Chester. Okay. Is
he well? I was about to say, is he wearing a shirt?
Yeah,
he is definitely not.
Hey, we're on video in this
podcast.
episode.
Yeah. Keep it at face level.
I'll keep the camera
audio
high.
only. Okay, here. Let me put up. Let's Chester B. Let's see. Turn your camera off. Are you able to do that?
Or you could put a shirt on. Honestly, you might need pants too.
Let's see.
Chester's on vacation.
He's okay.
I'm literally getting in the shower and Akiva sent me a link. I clicked on it. I didn't know what it was. He didn't tell me, by the way, you're about to be out of, it could have been worse.
Yeah,
I said, come on RAANAP for 1 second on a StreamYard.
I didn't even see that. I just clicked the link.
So you're on vacation. We can't even rate your fridge right now?
I can look in the fridge of my hotel room, but it's probably pretty sparse. And I don't know if we want to turn my camera on. It's risky.
No, that's fine. All right. We have to do a guest choice, and we are short a guest at this moment.
Okay.
You want to hear what's on the wheel?
Sure.
Okay. Season 3, episode 7, the coin flip. Don't pick listener's choice. Good year. That's where we're going to go through a random year and talk about all the things from that year. Blast from the Past is like the sequel mechanism. John Quick. I'd appreciate it if you didn't pick that. We have to watch all the John Wick movies. Then Rob and Akiva are chronically online. That's where we review different periodicals, see what's going on in the publishing world these days. PSAs, where we look at old PSAs. Rob and Akiva win an Oscar, where I think we're trying to write a movie. The Newly Met game, where there's people that met each other, and then they're taking a quiz.
No, I think we basically meet somebody, we interview them for 15 minutes, and then we have to answer pre-assigned questions about them.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
It's got nothing to do with the Mets?
No.
Nothing.
Okay.
Back to the Future commentary. Regrets, I had a few. We're going to hear listeners write in with their regrets. Could be sad, but it could be funny also.
Okay.
The Does Akiva Know It quiz, where people are going to write in with facts, and then Akiva has to tell us if he knew it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let Brandon cook, where Brandon Donlin is going to take over the podcast and program it. And then we didn't start the fire, where we are going to go through the song, but that's not eligible for this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speak to you, Alex.
This wheel's pretty dummy thick right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. I think I know what Alex is going to pick, though, Rob.
What? Okay.
Write it down, and then you'll hold up the piece of paper, okay?
I don't have a pen here, but I'll be honest. You can trust me.
Okay, you tell me. I have 3 options.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see if you.
Hey, you're gonna have any orange juice this morning?
Yeah, Alex. Do you agree that people used to have orange juice all the time, and now orange juice is kind of dead?
Well, I think you're not wrong for a couple of reasons. First of all, a lot of people are like doing intermittent fasting, so no calories in the morning.
A lot of people? I don't know if like a lot of
you
people.
know what? Look, when I was cold brewing coffee, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I didn't mind that it was time consuming because I had nothing else to do.
I wouldn't say like 40% of North Americans are doing.
No, but like probably 0% were doing it in like 2000 and maybe
they cut out OJ. Good point. Great point, Alex. Why else?
All right. So I think that Akiva thinks I'm going to pick Does Akiva Know It?
Yeah, that was my strong guess.
Yeah.
And then does Akiva know it?
You think you know me so well, but I know you better than you know me.
Okay.
I was thinking about that one. Obviously, there's a lot of comedic value there, but I'll say the PSAs. I think that might be a fun trip down memory lane.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Easy to do on a Friday morning. What about Back to the Future? I thought you might consider that one.
And regrets, I've had a few. A lot of opportunities, as Rob, as you said, it could be, it could affect different emotions in listeners.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. But maybe I should just give Akiva what he wanted me to want.
No, whatever you want. Any of that, they're all on the wheel. We'll end up doing them all. It doesn't matter.
Will you? Can you guarantee me that you will not stop this podcast until everything on the current version of the wheel gets addressed? Because at some point, you're not gonna have a wheel of one on the last episode, right?
It's a good question. We haven't really. It's depressing to think about. We haven't really got there yet.
The stakes are that the podcast could end and one of these ideas doesn't get done.
Maybe the wheel should be thinner then.
Maybe we need to be more selective.
But listen, of the wheel.
There's 70 something episodes left, and there's only 12 or 15 original ideas on the wheel. The odds are all of them will get done. Plus, there's guest choice, listener's choice. Like, if something's really anticipated, it'll probably happen.
We could wheel jam something if it's getting tight.
3-7. If I pick 3-7, I don't know what show it is, right? If I pick that, then you pick the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would kind of be boring, I think, though.
No, I was just curious how the All right.
And now we're recording after your shower. We're recording 32 fans, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna give me a few minutes to get in the shower, but
I'll give you a quick shower. But yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. I will go with the regrets. I've had a few.
Regrets.
Right,
I had a few. Okay. Great choice. Looking forward to that episode 289. Alex, you're gonna not want to miss this one. Rate My Fridge was a banger.
You'll like it. You'll like it. Save it for the plane ride home, Alex.
All right, I will. Well, but do I need to download the video?
Oh, good point. I didn't think about that.
It might not be a plane-friendly episode.
I'm hoping that it's going to be good.
I think it stands alone, but because we've noticed, if we do a video episode, Alex, do you listen or you watch on video?
It depends. It depends how necessary the video is.
The roast episode, what the roast of pets. Did you watch or you listened or neither?
I listened, but I had already seen the pictures, right? So,
Will you listen to?
I did some of the roasts.
Oh, right. I forgot you were part of the roast.
Yes. Alex, will you listen to a podcast while you're taking a shower?
Almost. I mean,
of course he does.
Yeah.
You don't know that he's waterproof. Rob, he's got waterproof headphones.
Why do you think I'm asking?
Oh,
let me put it this way. If I'm in the shower solo, I have headphones on. All right.
Okay.
So he's saying 50-50. Well, but I got a message from. I
sacrificed something to get on this stupid RHAP for 5 minutes here.
I got a message from. I got a message from
huge sacrifice.
A different family member. I got a message from a different family member.
I'm getting dirty looks on top of it.
Even?
Yes. Let him go, Akiva.
All right, you could go. But I got a message from Alex's brother saying that
it's too late. I've missed the opportunity.
No.
Alex said his headphones are waterproof. Or Sammy said Alex's headphones are not waterproof.
How does he know?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, the Chester brothers, I don't know. They're pretty, I don't know. But he said that they're not.
He's not the one I'm showering with, just to clarify.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Not
got
with
it, got
Sammy.
it. All right,
Okay,
all right.
got it.
Let Alex
We'll let Alex
go
go.
for a
Alex, great
variety of
job as
reasons.
always.
Okay.
I'll see you
All right,
in,
thank you.
I was thinking
Okay.
5, maybe 10 minutes now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
All right, there you go. All right, what a look,
Alex is like Mel Hooker. You're not getting anything
big
boring when he
finish.
comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.